Wow, welcome everybody. It is good to see everybody here. Hope you're all doing well, hope you're ready, hope you're excited because tonight, as you can see, we've got perhaps one of the most must-see Raw watch-alongs in the history of watch-alongs. There's no watch-along that has been as big, as huge, as interactive as this one. I don't call this a watch-along, I call this an experience. Welcome to the WWE Monday Night Raw experience stream, where you're going to be getting the best commentary, the best interaction, and you're going to be getting it all live from ringside. The best seats in the house, we've got it. The best partner calling the action, I've got it right here. Look at this guy. This guy right here, we're going to be having a lot of fun. We're going to be having a great time here on this Raw Watch Along. We've got the fans. As you can hear, the fans are loud. The fans are loud and they're ready. They want to have fun. I want to have fun. We're all going to be having a lot of fun here tonight. Wow. That's right. RKO. RKO. That's right. We're going to be having a lot of fun here. That's right. I hope everybody is doing well. It is good to see everybody. The stupid child, you're not stupid, you're intelligent. Only the wise people can be here, so I can tell you, the stupid child, or should I say the wise child, it is good to see you. Andy, my brother, it is good to see you. Jonathan, everybody, so good to see you, Jonathan, brother. Wow, we're here, we're live, and we're going to be having a lot of fun. When I say fun, I don't want to call it interactive. I really mean it's got to be very, very interactive. We're going to be having different camera angles here all night long. We're going to be having a lot of fun. We're really talking different camera angles throughout the night, throughout the action. We're going to be in it. It's going to be a lot of fun, guys. As I said, the fun does not stop. As you can hear, the fans are excited. I'm excited. It's going to be a great night for sure. Let's see how this goes. As I said, perhaps the biggest, wrestling watch-along, or any watch-along ever, that anyone has ever done. Wow. Look at that. Love that. Gotta love that. Gotta love the fans right there. They're excited. They're ready to go. Look at that. All right. Fantastic. That's right. The stupid. I've got Saxton here, and unlike Corey Graves, I have a lot of love for Saxton. He's a great commentator partner, and you'll see he's great. I love him. We both get along like bread and butter, so it's gonna be a lot of fun. And it's good to see you, the child, the Henry. It is good to see you. Yes, we've got camera angles. We've got a lot of fun going on here. As the night goes on, the camera angles are only gonna get better. And when I say better, they are only gonna get better. Really, very better. We're gonna be calling the action all night long from the ringside. As I said, this is not your typical watch-along. I don't call this a watch-along. I call this the Experience Center, because that's what it is. From ringside, from the best seats in the house, and we have got a very good show, very worthy show that is worthy of this Experience Center, because we've got on our hands not one but two title matches. We've got the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship match that's going to be taking place tonight, and we've got the United States Championship match that also is going to be taking place tonight. So we've got a very good Raw watch-along going on tonight. We've got Kevin Owens, who's going to be running a lie detector test on Ezekiel. That is Elias's brother. Doesn't get any bigger than that. And apart from that, of course, we've got two weddings that are going to be taking place tonight. Now, I know I'm sitting ringside. I know all of this is taking place from ringside right now. But the wedding, I don't know about the wedding. I don't know if you're excited about the wedding, but I'll tell you what. Hear the fans. Do you hear the fans? The fans are not looking forward to the wedding. Do you hear that? I am not looking forward to the wedding. Nobody wants the wedding, but we're going to get the wedding. And even though I'm sitting ringside, I cannot guarantee if I won't be falling asleep. I might fall asleep here, because we've got not one, but two weddings taking place tonight. But the good thing is that R-Truth is going to be officiating those weddings, so that is good news. But we'll see how the wedding goes. And I am so excited for this watch along. Just like I said, not a watch along, an experience. And I can see Jason is here. Jason, brother, good to see you. And he says, hello, AJ. I love the new set. Are the sets going to change for NXT, Raw, SmackDown? Yes, they will, brother. They will. But depends on how people like this new one. If you guys all love it, this one's going to keep coming back. So let's see. And let's see, what else do we have here? The child says, wait, Corey not back from honeymoon? That's right. Be careful of wrestling on your table. That's right. Hopefully, no wrestler comes crashing down on this table. I hope not. Yes, Randy does that a lot. I know that. Watch out, AJ, for the cake to splat near you. I hope that doesn't happen, but I got my, safety goggles already. I mean, I've got a new suit, I've got a new tie, I've got a new shirt, so hopefully I don't get any of the cake. And oh wow, FC is here. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're enjoying the night. Hope you're ready for a great Raw and a great Raw watch along. Just like I said, it's a brand new show. It's a brand new night, and perhaps the best watch along that anyone's ever done. We've got, just like I said, different camera angles. We've got a lot of fun that's going to be going on here. And this is perhaps one of my favorite camera angles. Let me look at this. So good, right? I mean, I love it. Every single camera angle on here. Everything that we've got done, it's gonna be a fantastic night, and so excited. And wow, it's gonna be great. I cannot wait for Raw to start on, because we know that we can expect anybody. We can expect RK Bros, of course. We can expect the weddings. We have 2 title matches. Who knows, we might as well see Brock Lesnar. I've never seen Brock Lesnar so up and close, so this could be my first time that we actually see Brock Lesnar, so I'm looking forward to that. Let's see how it goes down, but we've done things for sure. It's got to be a great night, for sure. Oh, look at that. You hear the people? Wow. The people want Brock Lesnar, and so do I must say that. We all want Brock Lesnar, that's right. Love it. And True is here, he says, is Balor jobbing though tonight? Oh, it could happen, What else would he have a match against Theory? He's got a job. It's got to happen. So I think a job for Balor is definitely coming. I think so. But let me know, guys. What do you think? Is Balor jobbing? Is he not? Let's see. Wait. Is Corey Graves not back? Again, the question, the child, about Corey Graves coming back. I don't think he's back. I think he's still on honeymoon, but it's all right. He can stay away. And so far, until he's back, somebody else like me is going to keep his seat for him, so that's all right. Is anybody going to be a guest on the commentary? It's me. I'm gonna be the guest here. I'm the guest, right? Because Byron Saxton, of course, this guy's a regular, so I'm the guest here. I'm the guest. And good to see you, Clay. Hope you're having fun. Hope you're having a great time. Oh, what do I hear there? What do I see there? A Bailey picture. I don't know. Do people want Bailey? Do people want Bailey? It seems like they do. So we might need a picture. Wow. You can hear the Bailey chants going on right now. Look at that. Wow. Love it. Love it. Look at that. The fans are having fun with the Bailey chants. We have to have the Bailey picture for sure. That's right. And Andy says, you think a women's tag titles will change hands tonight? Oh, that's a very interesting question, actually, Andy. A women's tag titles changing hands? It could happen. I think it could definitely happen for sure. And what else do we have here? Let's see. Thank you so much. Thank you. Welcome here. A wrestler guest? Maybe. Why not? I think for sure. Especially for that the U.S. Championship match. I don't know. We might get a Vince McMahon as an announcer or as a commentator. It could happen. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a few guest commentators tonight. Let's see. NFC says, I really wish you were a WWE or 2K22 announcers. You have such a soothing voice. You would be perfect for both the game and real life. You are by far better than Michael Cole, Corey Graves, etc. Wow, that is so flattering. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you. And let the people know, let your friends know, anybody you watch wrestling with, let them know that this watch along is going on right now. And as I say, I don't call this a watch along, I call this the Experience Center, because we're having fun ringside. Nobody does watch alongs like I do, right? Nobody does. And like we do it together, and we do it live. I can't wait for everybody to get on here. I can't wait for Raw to get started, because tonight it's gonna be a good night. All right, and let's take a look at the preview. If there's any updated preview, let's find out if there's any new news coming out right now. Let's take a look. at the recent news in the world of professional wrestling. You doing this today only or SmackDown? Hey brother, I do watch-alongs every single day of the week, every single day. So Raw, you got NXT, you've got, of course, AEW, you've got SmackDown, Impact Wrestling, all the stuff in there every single day of the week. We do watch-alongs every single day. So I'm here every day. So I'm here every day, every single day. So we're here for a lot of fun. Thank you so much to Sweet Pistol Pete. I am so glad that you love the background. And you know what? This is not more than just a background. I am actually there in reality. I'm there in real life, and we're having a lot of fun. More than a background. It is reality, brother. Reality is what I'm talking about. That's right. You can hear the fans. You can see fans are excited. And I'm excited. It's going to be great. That's right. And the child, thank you so much. I see you watch my previous interview. Thank you guys. All right. Wow, the fans are loud. Do you see that? The fans are loud. Gotta love that. But yes, we had Amber Noah previously. It was great to have her on board. She's just such a fantastic lady and really one of the rising stars in there, just so good. And I think we have big things in store for Amber Noah, so I can't wait to see her shine, and I think she's gonna shine very bright in the company. She wants to go to WWE, she wants to go to AEW, and she's appeared on AEW, but she's been a WWE fan since her childhood. So that is her dream come true, and I hope that happens. I hope a NXT 2.0 contract is going to happen for her very soon. Juice Robinson, free agent last night. That's right, brother. I did see that. Yes, definitely, it's happening. Juice Robinson is now a free wrestler. He's free to go anywhere, and I mean anywhere he wants. So it's going to be interesting. Let's see how that goes down, but it's going to be interesting for sure. We're going to find exactly what's going to be happening with Juice Robinson. Wow, the fans though, loud. Love that. I love the Suplex City chants. I'll tell you what, they're by far my favorite chants. I love that. All right, guys. Wow. Gotta love that. And what else do we have here? Let's take a look at the other comments here. Let's see. It's good to see the newcomer, aka the child. That's right. So good to see the child. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're enjoying your stay here, and we're so happy to see you. And True says Juice is thinking about retiring into Tony Stark. Oh, wow, into. Okay, I didn't see that coming. We're going a little non-PG here. I know that WWE is now hinting towards maybe going non-PG. Wow, that is interesting. Look at that. Okay, wow, this is great. Let's see what happens. May 1st, Maria Kanellis company starts. That's true. That is right. I just came to know about it from Andy's very own Andy's comment that Maria Kanellis is indeed starting her own company. It's going to be starting May 1st, so I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, let's see what happens. If it's going to be a short-term thing, a long-term thing, we'll find that out. AJ, is your commentator's mic not working? I don't know what Saxton's doing. He's got to get on board. He's got to do something about it. Saxton, I'll tell you what. Fix your microphone, brother. Fix your damn mic. That's right. Fix it. Thank you. And look who's here. Lance is here. Lance, it is so good to see you, brother. I hope you're enjoying I hope you had a great weekend, and I hope you're loving the new thing that we have going on right now. This is no longer a watch-along stream. We're no longer in the studio. We are live, officially, ringside at WWE RAW, up and close to the action, closer than anybody can ever get. We have got the best seats in the house. That is right. AJ, you got rid of Lawler. That's right. Got rid of everybody. Vince McMahon, he saw me. He's like, we've got AJ. We need nobody else. And this guy right here probably got to lose his job. You better do a good job tonight. Otherwise, you got to lose your job, brother. You got to lose it. That's right. So got rid of everybody. That's right. And yeah, let's take a look at some of the most recent wrestling news and see if there's anything big happening in this world of wrestling tonight. And it's so good to see everybody here. That's right. Let's see. Raw, we're still about 14 minutes away from Raw. Let's see what happens. And Jonathan says, let's just hope nobody gets put to the table. That's right, guys. Send your prayers in. Hopefully nobody gets put to the table, and I don't get the cake, because we've got not one, but we've got 2 weddings taking place tonight. So hopefully I don't get any piece of that cake tonight. Hopefully not. I've got a new suit. I've got a new tie, a new shirt. Hopefully I'll stay safe from any of that mess, guys. All right. But let's take a look at the news. What else is going on here? Alright, so we've got some news going on right now, which is not too surprising. It's something that I probably saw coming from miles away. Alexa Bliss is frustrated with the WWE creative, and there is some talk going on backstage regarding her, upcoming career in the company. Let's see how that goes. What's on the show tonight, my friend Lance? Brother, it is good to see you once again. And what is on the show tonight is very interesting because we've got not one, but we've got 2 weddings that are going to be taking place tonight. We know that Dana Brooke is getting married, and she's getting married to Reggie. And apart from that, we know that Tamina Snuka is getting married to Akira Tozawa. So we've got not one, but 2 weddings. And you know what? If the 2 weddings are going to make you fall asleep, the good thing is that we've got R-Truth, who's going to be officiating those weddings. So maybe we can expect some humor in the weddings, but it's going to be mostly cringe fest. So get ready for some cringe-mania as we have 2 weddings. Not one, but 2 weddings taking place tonight. Apart from that, we are having Kevin Owens, who will be putting Elias through a lie detector test. That's right, not Elias, but Ezekiel, who Kevin Owens thinks is Elias, but Ezekiel claims he is just Elias's brother. He says, I'm Elias's younger brother, I'm not Elias. Kevin Owens doesn't believe that. He says, I hate liars, which is why he's going to be putting Ezekiel through a lie detector test. So we'll see how that goes down. It's going to be, wow. RKO, that's right. We hear the chant because those chants are loud and clear. We will also be having RKO and RK Bro in action. They're going to be here tonight as well. And speaking of the tag team champions, the women tag team championship that is held by Sasha Banks and Naomi is going to be defended against the team of Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley, and it's going to be happening tonight. And speaking of championships, we've got Finn Balor, who will be defending. That's right, he will be defending tonight, and he's going to be defending against Austin Theory. So we'll see how all of that goes down. It's going to be a great night. I'm really excited, and you can hear behind me, the fans are just as excited. This is going to be a good Raw, and without a shadow of a doubt, it's going to be a great Raw watch-along. It's going to be a great night, guys. I'm expecting great things, for sure. And I can see here, Jonathan says, everybody, and I mean everybody, he says, loves a WWE wedding. I'm expecting a heartbreak. I don't know if my heart's going to break, because of, some fall apart, but my heart is definitely going to break because of some cringe. There is going to be a lot of cringy moments tonight, and I don't know if I'm mentally prepared for those. It's going to be interesting. And that's right, True says that Alexa Bliss is probably leaving, and that is what a lot of people speculate. She might as well leave because of what's going on right now. A lot of people thought she was leaving earlier, but turned out she was getting married, which was she was on a time off. She was on leave. But as we now know, she's, frustrated with the creative. Of course, they were having her go through some mental therapies, all that stuff. She was undergoing some therapist advice, consultation. But that ended up going nowhere, right? Because that didn't help her. She is still the dark character. She's still the twisted character. Or she is not. We don't know. There's a whole lot of confusion going on right now. So she is frustrated with the creative team, and there is talk going on right now backstage regarding her future. We don't know what's going to happen, but hopefully she does not leave. But we do know that April 28th is the day when WWE plans on cutting some wrestlers. They plan on releasing some stars, as they traditionally used to do. Right after Mania, they used to release some stars. That's what's going to be happening this time once again. They're bringing back the tradition, and soon after Mania, they are releasing stars. Hopefully, Alexa Bliss is not one of them, but I'm afraid that she might be. And Jonathan says, my favorite wedding was Edge and Vicky. There you go. I remember that one. And Undertaker Tombstone. That's right. Good stuff. Any wedding that includes Edge was good. It's good stuff. And I'm expecting Alexa to leave. WWE says Andy also. That makes me nervous, brothers, because I'm a big Alexa Bliss fan. I wasn't big on her earlier, but ever since she did the thing with the Fiend and whatnot, I really got into her because, if you look at her, she has been through so much. The sparkling gimmick on NXT, then she comes over to the main roster. She's she's a little 5 feet Alexa Bliss, right? Little Bliss, and then she becomes this dark character and everything in between. And she has done everything perfectly to her best. best capacity, and I have a lot of respect for her. So hopefully she stays. But if she goes, I expect her to do big things outside of the company, maybe in Hollywood. But I do expect her to see big things. We'll see what that goes. And Lance says, love the setup. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. And this is the first time ever that I am here ringside, calling the action, and nobody does this thing ringside. Nobody does a watch along ringside, which is why I call it not a watch along, but I call it an experience. Right? We're having an experience here because we have different camera angles. We have my guy here, Byron Saxton, who I don't know if I like a lot. I don't know. I've got mixed feelings about this guy, but we've got different camera angles. We've got Saxton. We've got all the fun going on here, and Saxton, you better do a good job, brother. I'll tell you what, you better do a good job. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Tonight it's going to be a great night. And what else do we have here? AJ, we all know wrestling weddings never go as planned. That's right, Jason. It's funny, but yeah, that's true. We all know how wrestling weddings go down. So I expect this wedding to go down as any other WWE wedding for sure. It's going to be good, though. We're going to be having a lot of fun, and that is for sure. And AJ, will the fans chant my name? Is Clay Lewis. I love that, Clay, but you know what you do. If you want the fans to chant your name, get over, right? I mean, become the fan favorite, and they will start chanting your name automatically. Be a babyface, and they will start chanting your name. But I love that. But you know what? They chant your favorite wrestler, Bayley's name, and they already did. So hopefully in the future, too, they will be doing that tonight. And Wrestling Man, are you doing this setup for SmackDown or only today? We'll see. We'll see. It depends on everything. Maybe probably we'll bring it back, but we'll see. All right. So it depends on Vince McMahon if he invites me back to the ringside. If he does, we're gonna be here doing it for SmackDown too. But do you like the setup? If you do, let me know, guys. It all depends on your feedback. If you guys are having fun, because at the end of the day, it is all for you, right? If you're enjoying this, we're gonna bring it back, and we're gonna bring it right back. All right, and. Wow, we're just about 8 minutes away now. Okay, only about 7 minutes away from Raw going on the air. Hopefully it's a good show, but we will eventually find out for sure. It's going to be a good night for sure. And this guy here, still trying to figure out if his microphone is working or not. You better hurry up, because you know what? The seats are filling up. The fans are already here. They're hyped. They're excited. And we are almost, going on air. So this guy better figure it out loud. Oh, look at that. The fans are loud. Look at that. That's right. RKO is going to be in action. That's right. RK Bro is going to be in action. We know that. That's right. That's right. The fans chanting AJ Styles, and for you, for sure, they must do that. I hope they do that. How did you get an exclusive access to be ringside? That's right, Lance. I don't know how that happened, but I got a phone call. I woke up today morning, and they're like, we're flying you down. We're flying you down to do commentary, and here I am in this beautiful world of wrestling, and we're here ringside, and we're doing some commentary. But I hope you like this setup. We already had a very nice setup going on earlier, but I thought, how do we take it up a notch? How do we make this even better? And I thought, how could it be even any better than being ringside? So that's why I got here ringside for the first time ever. You're seeing anybody being ringside here for a watch along. This is perhaps the most presentable one here, and I'm so excited. I hope you like it. I hope you like the whole experience. We've got not one but multiple camera angles. We've got the crowd chanting. We have it all experienced. It's an experience center. Hopefully you guys like it. And don't forget, that's right, Andy. Don't forget it, brother. It's gonna be a good night. I'm so ready. Ever since I watched NWA last week, I've been looking forward to it. It's gonna be a great night. And M is here, and he says Alexa Bliss was my favorite women's wrestler in 2016-17. Oh, for sure. Me too, brother. You're not the only one. I'm going to miss her, too. I'm going to miss her badly. So hopefully she does not leave. And let's see. Gary, good to see you, my brother. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well, brother. I hope you're enjoying this new setup. Not a setup, but hope you're enjoying the fact that I am ringside here. From this arena. We're here live, and we have the best seats in the house. We're going to have a great time here. AJ, you're in New York. That's right. That's right. In New York. That's right. We are in New York City. And we're here loud and proud. That's right. That's right. You got to be eating now. Fantastic. Bon appetit. All right. And with that being said, we are about 4 minutes away from Raw going live, from Raw going on air. And if you guys want to watch Raw, if you have friends who watch Raw, let them know how to watch Raw, let them know who to watch Raw with, and they gotta watch the show together, all of us together, right? And Cringe Bros, he says, nothing more. I love. That's right. That's right. I love that, brother. I love that. It's so good to have you here, brother. Cringe Bro, one of the very best out there. And Daniel Beckley is here. Daniel Beckley, good to see you. Welcome. Welcome to our exclusive Raw Watch Long. Hope you're having a great time. Hope you had a nice Easter. And we are here Monday. You know, Easter's over. It is time to make some more fun. It's time to make some history because we know what we've got here. We know that in our hand, we've got an amazing, and I mean an amazing Raw. Well, I say amazing because we've got 2 weddings, and it doesn't get any better than 2 weddings, right? I mean, 1 wedding is great. 1 wrestling wedding is memorable enough, but we've got 2. So it's going to be a great night for sure, and I hope you're ready because we've got 2 weddings. We've got 2 title matches. Everything is double the fun. And that's why tonight, I'm not only doing a watch-along, I'm here ringside. I'm here calling the action live from the commentary booth, along with my buddy right here, Byron. And I don't know what I feel about that. Hey, this guy, though. You guy, you better get your mic fixed. You better be on your toast tonight because it's going to be a great night. Hopefully, this guy does a good job. But you know, you can rely on me. I'm going to be doing a great job here tonight. It's going to be a good night. And with that being said, it's almost time to go on air. It's time to go live. We're only 2 minutes away from Raw going on the air. And Chris says, it would be cool if we all pretended we were all on Raw sitting next to each other, just relaxing and enjoying the show. You know, you better believe it. If you guys want for me to make it happen, we'll make it happen. You know what? And actually, not just in virtual world. Let's meet up. Next WrestleMania, let's all of us try to be there live on Raw right now. And as you can see, wow, this is interesting. I just tuned into USA, and I'm seeing some Harry Potter. Who doesn't love some Harry Potter? I love Harry Potter, and this is not a paid commercial for Harry Potter, but I love Harry Potter. And it's on air right now on the USA Network. That's interesting. Much love to Potter Universe, and Potter fans out there. Are you a Harry Potter fan? Let me know if you are. Personally, my favorite is Gryffindor, but also I love myself some Slytherin too here and there. You know, some heel, some face. You know how that goes. Alright, with that being said, I also need some lemon tea just so that my throat doesn't betray me tonight because tonight is going to be a great night. Wow, look at that. Alright, Harry Potter still going strong. 2 minutes away from Raw going on the air. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, the fans are loud. You heard that? The fans are loud. Look at that. The fans want some Brock Lesnar. I want some Brock Lesnar. And I'm pretty sure you want too. It's going to be a great night. Hopefully, we get some Brock Lesnar for ourselves, but we don't know. Hopefully, we do. And Cringe Bro says, oh my god, I was watching Harry Potter Order of the Phoenix too. Yeah, it's a great film, Order of the Phoenix. But I gotta say, my favorite has to be the Sorcerer's Stone and the Chamber of Secrets. Doesn't get any better than that. You know, we're just diving into the whole Harry Potter universe. You know what? Now, talking about Harry Potter and thinking about those films, actually, I really want to watch some Sorcerer's Stone now. So most likely after Raw, I know what I'm doing. I'm watching some Harry Potter for sure. That's right. That's right, Cringe Bro. You gotta love the Suplex City chants. You gotta love the fans. Gotta love the energy that they're bringing to the table here tonight. And with that being said, we are now officially live. We're going live just a few minutes away. And anything can happen. Anybody can be put through the table here tonight. You know, the kick can come flying off here. Hopefully the kick reaches Saxton and not me. I've got a new suit. But anything can happen. It's got to be a great night, and we're so ready. That's right. We are so ready. Let's go in and let's go live. Just a few minutes away now. Couple minutes. Wow. Gotta love that. Wow. Fans are excited. They're loud for sure. Do you see Cody Rhodes going back to AEW someday? You know, Lance, I feel like this guy is all about the business. There's no bigger businessman in the industry than Cody Rhodes. He knows money talks and he knows money walks. And I feel like just the way he came over from AEW to WWE, if AEW offers him some good money in the future, I could see him going back for sure. Yep, I do. But what do you think about that, Lance? It's a very interesting question. And let me know. What do you think about that? And with that being said, we're going live. Raw is live here. Again, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. They start Raw every single day, every single week. They start Raw with Cody Rhodes highlight package. I get it, Cody Rhodes is back. We're all excited. We're happy that he's back. But do we really have to start Raw every single week with the Cody Rhodes package? I don't know about that. That is interesting. But alright, let's sink in. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see how this goes down, because last week we started with the Cody Rhodes package and the show wasn't the best. Let's see how the show is going to be here tonight. But we can see here Cody Rhodes in action last week. And Seth Rollins is there ringside. Hopefully it's a good show this week, guys. Last week, it wasn't the best. But I'm here ringside, and I can't guarantee it. If it's a bad show, I might very well fall asleep. But let's see. And AJ, make sure rinse. That's right, Andy, don't worry. I got no headpiece. I said you can't scream anything into me. I am not scripted. You can't control what I say. So, yeah, no screaming into my ear. And thank you, Moons. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Clay, that's right. It's going to be great. Good to see you, Clay. Look at that. Thanks for that cringe, bro. All right. We're live. All right. Jason says, look at what Seth is wearing. Yes, that's just coming out for me right now. Little delayed here ringside. Look at that. Wow. I love that. Look at Seth Rollins. I love that. Wow. Okay, I like it. The fans are loud. They're making some noise for Seth Rollins as we speak right now. Look at him. Man, Jason, guys, I tell you what. I am feeling his drip. I love what Seth Rollins brings to the table. This guy is great. I love his outfit here tonight. Seth Rollins, whatever he's wearing, I'm digging it. Yes, it's definitely a little cringy, but it's good to see Seth Rollins here live and opening the show. Hopefully, it's a good show. And I can see my brother Bobby is here. Bobby, it is so good to see you. Hope you're ready. Hope you're excited, because tonight we've got a great show. We've got a great show coming up. So, Seth Rollins is opening the show. Let's see how this all goes down. But you can see the fans behind me are excited. You know that I'm excited. I don't know about Byron Saxton, if he's excited or not, but we're ready. It's going to be a great night, and they're advertising right now. WrestleMania Backlash. It's going to be Cody Rhodes versus Seth freaking Rollins. We'll see how this goes down. But right now, Seth Rollins is opening the show. Let's see what does he have to say. That's right, Lance. They have a rematch, basically. Seth Rollins demanded the rematch, and he got that rematch. Cody Rhodes accepted that offer, so we'll see how this goes down. And Moons, that's right. Wrassingh for commentary. Great hashtag. I love that. Okay, so he's welcoming everybody to Monday Night Raw. Let's see how this goes down. It's a party because Wrassingh is ringside, Seth Rollins.
So I got an invitation to make.
Wow.
Invitation to my WrestleMania Backlash opponent himself.
Oh dear.
Mr. Nightmare, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Come on down.
Oh my gosh. Can I just say, alright, you know what? I love the fact that Cody Rhodes is back. But do we really have to open every single week's show with Cody Rhodes? I don't know about that. I don't know. Now, here's an interesting part. Every time Cody Rhodes come out, there's a botch. Though there's always a botch. Either it's a pyro delay or something else. Let's see, there's going to be a botch here tonight as Cody Rhodes is coming out. And I'm so glad that they got rid of the crane, because the crane really was a botch fest. Let's see how this goes down. Okay. So far, the pyro is on point. Cody Rhodes is coming out. He's looking dapper. Look at the fans there ringside. They're having fun. They're singing along. That's nice. All right. There we go. There you go. And looking forward to more AJ. That's right. That's right. The child is going to be great. I'm watching football, so I'm depending on your keen analysis. Thank you so much, Lance. Thank you for relying on my analysis. I really feel humbled and honored. Thank you. Thank you. That's right. That's right. True. I love the sweatsuit too. And look who's here. Renegade. Brother. Renegade, I'm so glad to see you. That's right. What the hell, AJ? I like this. I really like this. Thank you, brother. It is so good to see you. And look at that. You know what I love? I love Seth Rollins, and I love his sweatsuit. And I love Cody Rhodes coming out here. He's wearing a new jacket. He's wearing a new suit. I can appreciate that. The fans have come alive here for Cody Rhodes. And I understand that we're still in the honeymoon phase of Cody Rhodes, and it's the third week, I believe the third week into his return, but I'm not a big fan of him opening the show every single week. You cannot rely on one star drawing you ratings every single week. The honeymoon phase is gonna get over someday, and when it does, it's gonna come crashing down. Really, do not rely on one star, and that's what WWE is doing right now. They're relying on Cody Rhodes, and they're relying on him pretty badly. Hopefully that stops in the future. But let's see how this goes down. And the fans are making some noise for Cody Rhodes here.
No, don't stop on my account. Come on.
Alright, Seth Rollins saying, don't stop, keep cheering on, and you can hear the fans. Seth Rollins is cheering on, okay. Cody Rhodes opening the show 3 weeks in a row, fans could get bored. That's right, Lance, I am bored. I'm ready to sit in ringside, and I am bored. I'm tired of seeing the same opening to Raw every single week. He comes out, he does a little thing, and then he goes off the air for the rest of the night. Hopefully that changes.
It all feels so familiar.
Okay.
Familiar as in you and I in this ring, in this city.
Oh. Cody Rhodes says it feels familiar. You and I, same ring, same city.
For those who don't know the story, I would say that Buffalo is Rhodes' country.
Okay, you know what? I love that Cody Rhodes loves the nostalgia, and he loves going back and talking about how maybe 6 years ago he had some memories. But again, it's only 6 years, it's not 60 years. We don't have to be taken back to the nostalgia ride 6 years down the line like this every single week. I'm getting a bit tired of it.
There has been, in fact, a lot on my mind since WrestleMania in Buffalo, as memory serves me.
That's right.
Might be Rhodes' country. But this is about respect, man. I came out here to tell you how much I respect.
Alright, the fans are loud for Cody, and if they're not loud enough, Seth Rollins is giving them an opportunity to be loud. And he says, I respect you, Cody. This is about respect. Oh my gosh. They're really buying into this, okay? Seth Rollins takes a little pause to allow the fans to chant Cody. Then when he starts speaking, Cody asks him to stop and lets fans cheer him on more. They're just milking it right now. They're milking the fan reaction. They're milking everything. But the honeymoon phase is coming to an end slowly. If you look at the fans, they're not nearly as loud as they were on week 1 or even week 2. They're going, yeah, it's, you know what? They're making them cheer. They're making them chant. But it's not nearly as loud. It's not the same thing. That's right, Chris Statlander was Ashley the boys. That sounds great, Bobby. Dark elevation. Good stuff.
I was going to tell you how much respect I had for your family name, for your brother, for your daddy, the American dream.
Okay.
Dusty Rhodes.
All right.
I was going to tell you how much respect I had for you and your long journey. You went away, you worked hard, you came back as the American Nightmare.
That's right.
But instead, I want to remind you, all that hard work that you put in is nothing because Seth freaking Rollins made you a star in one night at WrestleMania, baby.
All right, so Seth Rollins says that all that hard work, he said, I was going to come out here and I was going to say, I respect you, I respect your family, I respect all that you've done, and you came back even a bigger star. But that doesn't matter because that respect means nothing, because that hard work means nothing, because I'm the one who made you a star at WrestleMania. You were a star because you came back and you wrestled me at WrestleMania. And Lance here with a very good question. He says, do you think Seth will lose again to Cody? I think so. I think they're just milking the whole Cody Rhodes train right now, and there's no way they're going to slow his momentum down. So I do think that Seth Rollins will once again lose to Cody. But guys here, let me know, what do you think? Is he going to lose? What do you think about this?
You came in as Mr. McMahon's surprise opponent. Oh, Mr. Cody Rhodes coming back after all this time. I didn't have the proper time to prepare, and so
That's right.
I lost.
All right. So the excuse here, Seth Rollins says that you came in already all prepared as a surprise guy. I didn't have the time to prepare. That is why I lost. So he had the excuses. He has a reason for the rematch. What do you guys think about the new logo? Cringe, bro. I love the new logo. You know, we've got the new logo right here on the commentary desk too. I love it. It's great. And Cody will cry when WWE starts booing him. He probably will. You know how it went down in AEW. You know that he started regretting the fact that AEW made the decision very early on that this guy was not going to be a world champion in the company. They made the decision very, very early on. And at first, it was all okay that, hey, I'm the EVP, I don't need to be champion and whatnot. But slowly and steadily, he started getting those, you know, that hunger for the world title. And that's one of the reasons why he came back to the company, because he wanted the world title opportunity. So here as well, right now, he's loving it because he's getting cheered and whatnot. When he starts getting booed, when the reality starts sinking in, he might not like it as much. We'll see how this goes down. And what else do we have here? Let's see. Bobby says that AJ Campbell is wrestling against mystery opponent on NW Power Trip. Okay, that's interesting. Campbell versus one of the top stars out there. It could be somebody from outside of NWA. Looking forward to that. Here goes WWE insulting the audience again. That's right. Typical, typical company, right? That's what they do.
Most importantly, Cody, you came back to fulfill your family legacy, to win the WWE Championship, an admirable goal.
Is it only me, or tonight's lighting, not in the audience behind me, but if you look at the ringside, you look at all the stars, the fans sitting ringside, the lighting really seems off. Because for Monday Night Raw, whenever they're cutting a promo or something, the lighting is usually red and darker, right? But right now, it's all glowing up. It's very, very light, very, very white lighting. I'm not too sure why, because the lighting isn't Monday Night Raw lighting at all. It's really off for Monday Night Raw. And Jake, good to see you, brother. Ricky, good to see you, brother. That's right. Calling the action live right here from Monday Night Raw and having a lot of fun as we do that. Look at that.
It doesn't change what happened at WrestleMania.
Okay.
And in my absence, for the last 6 years, I did have a management position. I learned a little something called mediation. You could sit here all day and tell me how great you are, then I tell you how great I am. We go back and forth, back and forth. Why don't we involve a neutral party, a third party? Why don't we just ask the good folks of Buffalo?
Okay, look at that. They're milking the crowd reaction here tonight, aren't they? Making the fans cheer, giving them a platform, a space to insert their cheers and their boos. Really milking the crowd reaction here. That's very interesting. And good to see you, Ricky. You're eating Burger Kings. That's fantastic. If I was eating Burger Kings, I'd be late too. It's worth it, brother. Well, good to see you. That's right. That's right. That's right. And Chris, good to see you, brother. Can we do a GCW watch-along on Friday? Yes, we will. We definitely will. For sure. Alright, so Cody Rhodes asked the fans a question. Do you think I'm better than Seth Rollins? And we see an outburst of the yes chants. Everybody in Buffalo thinks that he is better than Seth Rollins. The fans are such baby faces, by the way. Really getting carried away here. Okay.
How about in the main event tonight, you stand in the middle of this ring and you wait to face a surprise opponent hand-picked by Seth freaking Rollins.
Seth Rollins says, you know what, we're going to turn the tables around. I got a surprise at WrestleMania. You're going to get a surprise tonight. Tonight in the main event of Raw, you're going to be fighting and you're going to be facing a surprise opponent who will be handpicked by myself. So I guess it could be Omos, it could be another big guy, but it has to be a big guy because it's been handpicked by Seth Rollins.
Look at me. I think you already know the answer. I think they already know the answer.
So Jason,
to WWE to run from challenges.
1 second.
So
He takes it.
absolutely yes.
All right, Cody Rhodes says yes. He says, okay, you're on. Let's do it. I'm going to be fighting in the main event. I'm going to be fighting against a mystery opponent of your choice. Jason here says that Cody could be wrestling a debuting wrestler tonight. You know, who could it be? But Jason, I'm not going to get my hopes very high because this is Raw after all. And we know what a botchamania, what a sleeping fest it was last week. It was not the best show. Tonight, yes, it could be a better show. But again, it's still Raw. It's not a pay-per-view, so I'm not going to get my hopes very high. I'm probably going to think it's going to be like, Cody Rhodes versus Omos or Cody Rhodes versus Veer Mahan. Not a debuting star. I don't think it's going to be a debuting star. But let me know, guys. Do you think it's going to be a debuting star? Jason, do you think it's going to be somebody who's going to be making his debut tonight? Let me know if you do. Let me know. But if it's a debut, I'd be all hyped. I'll be so excited. But I don't think it's going to be a debut. Oh, gosh. All right. So they're talking about the wedding that's going to be taking place tonight. And, wow. I don't know. I don't know if I'm mentally prepared for the wedding because it's going to be happening tonight. And R-Truth calling the wedding, him being the official, is the only reason why I should, or anybody should be happy or looking forward to the wedding. That's the only guy. Oh, wow. And you can hear the fans behind me. That's right, RK Bro also going to be in action tonight. They're going to be fighting the Street Profits. And that is also going to be taking place tonight. And the fans are ready for some RKO. You can hear it right behind me. And Ricky, I know you were the first one to be here. That's right, brother. Much love to you. And are you feeling the glow, guys? Because yes, it's glow time. It's time for some fun because Naomi is coming out right now with her partner, Sasha Banks. All right, guys, you can simmer down. It's time for some glow. It's time for some Sasha Banks, some Naomi, as they're going to be putting their Women's Tag Team Championship on the line here. And thank you for that, Lance. He says, audio sounds great. Thank you for that, brother. Age, are you hearing news that Alexa Bliss is not happy? Yes, Ricky. We spoke about that earlier, that Alexa Bliss is apparently not happy with the creative. She's not happy with how she's being booked or not being booked. There is some dispute going on, some concerns regarding her future, and especially now with the releases coming in and just a few days away, it could be happening that we might see Alexa Bliss getting released, or her as well, asking for her release. Could happen. But the bigger question is Mustafa Ali gonna get released? Because we know that Mustafa Ali requested his release, which, by the way, the WWE never fulfilled because of the way that he asked for his release. He got on social media. He basically did what any employee should not be doing against his employer. He defamed the company, basically putting himself over the company, which nobody should be doing in any profession. It's super unprofessional. And I know that a lot of fans love to get after the WWE, and a lot of people love to hate on the WWE for this situation, but had this been any employer, they would have acted the very same way. And they're just making an example out of Mustafa Ali right now, letting her. What are you looking at, Saxton? Get away. Thank you. All right, so yes, they're just making an example out of Mustafa Ali right now that nobody gets on social media to try to hurt the company's image. So it's going to be interesting though. Is he going to get released April 28th? Because the releases are coming on April 28th. Is Mustafa Ali going to be one of them? We don't know, because Mustafa Ali also recently on Twitter expressed interest in wrestling Cody Rhodes. So he wants to get back in the ring, and he wants to get back in the WWE ring and fight again for the company. But we don't know if WWE would like that anymore in the future. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see. We'll find out. Because if Mustafa Ali is not released and he's put on the shelf like he is right now, he will be on the shelf for at least 2 to 3 years more, because he's got a lot of years left on his contract. And until that time runs out, he will not be able to wrestle anywhere. And that's going to be devastating for the guy. I was thinking maybe Kamel's mystery opponent will be Mickie James. That could happen. And that could actually, plant the seeds for the upcoming Empower pay-per-view. When Mickie James sat down with me for the interview, she said that, you can expect Empower is going to be coming. It's in the works. So we could be seeing Empower pay-per-view coming up. It's going to be interesting. We'll see how that goes down. But yeah, it's a good night, good fun. We're having a lot of fun here, sitting ringside, and the fans are excited. I'm excited. It's gonna be a great night for sure. Yep. And what else do we have here? Whoa, some Bailey chants once again. Look at that. Gotta love that. All right, great stuff. Great from the fans. The fans just bring any show alive. Great stuff. And what else do we have here? Let's see. We have Jason, who says, Cody versus debuting wrestler. Yes, let's see how that goes down, brother. We will see how that goes down. And what else do we have here? I'm digging the Chris Statlander new persona. She's going to do great against Ashley D and boys, that's for sure. She's going to do great for sure, without a shadow of a doubt. Andy says, yes, we have the women's tag team match going on soon. Right now we're on commercial, like, you know, Nick Khan's favorite part of Raw, that is commercials. So right now we're just watching some commercials, having some fun. Trinity Mercedes to win, and Rhea turns on Liv. That's a very good pick right there, brother. It could happen. It could happen. Rhea Ripley could be turning on Liv. You know, this could be something that would actually put Liv on fire, would actually take her out there and, you know, get her all the momentum in the world, and get her, you know, all the love from the fans too. So this could be it. This could be something that, you know, Rhea Ripley needs, because for the longest time, you know, before she teamed up with Nikki ASH and everything went down, I mean, Rhea Ripley had been this lady who the fans were always wondering, is she a heel? Is she a face? What is going on? I remember when I, you know, did the interview with Rhea Ripley, you know, a lot of fans wanted me to ask her, is she a heel or a face? Because that is the biggest mystery. So now, well, you know, actually, we could be seeing her finally turn a heel, something that the fans wanted to see. So, you know, Rhea Ripley could be turning heel tonight, and as we know, Liv Morgan could be the ultimate babyface of the women's division. So we'll see how that goes down. AJ, look for purple light in this match, or something to happen. That's a good one. Again, we could be seeing the Brood, that's right, Edge's new faction, also, you know, playing something here tonight. We could be seeing a purple knight or something else. We'll see how that goes. Thank you for that. Becky Lynch and Roman Reigns have been pulled from Raw and SmackDown because they are on the cut list. That was leaked. No, I can't buy that. Roman Reigns, as red hot he is, I don't think he's gonna get released. I don't think so. I can't see it happening. I believe that Roman Reigns is right now taken off the shows because of his little injury that he had, right? And Becky Lynch probably getting some time off too. I don't think that they're gonna be on the cut list. I know, brother, that's what a lot of dirt sheets are reporting right now, but I think they are just that. They're dirt sheets, nothing else right now. So I don't think that's gonna be happening. And let's see how this goes, though. Thanks for streaming. No, Lance, thank you. Thank you for being here. Such a pleasure. And the great question here from Lance again, who are you lined up to interview soon? We've got a lot of interesting interviews coming up, brother. You know, we just had Amber Noah out here. We're going to be having a big promoter, an independent promoter who's going to be shedding some light on independent wrestling. He's got some things to get off his chest, some good, some bad. He's going to be here very soon. I cannot tell the name yet because I've been asked not to, but this guy's going to be here and he's going to be making some noise for sure. Looking forward to that interview. It's going to be one of the big ones. And apart from that, we have another wrestler who actually saw one of the recent interviews that we did, and he was like, AJ, I mean, I love your interviews, you know, I love what you're doing. I want to be on the show. So he's going to be on here as well. It's going to be exciting. And also, you know, this is a follow-up to an interview that I did recently during WrestleMania week or after WrestleMania week. And it's basically a continuation of the storyline, because this wrestler came out here and he did a little storyline promo during the interview, and this guy wants to come out here as well and share his side of the story. So this interview is going to be both real and kayfabe. So looking forward to that. Apart from that, we've got some more promoters, some more wrestlers. It all goes down right here on Wrasslinews. And Chris says, AJ, I love the Amber Moon interview. I really want to see her on Charlotte. Me too, brother. Me too. And I'm glad that you liked the interview. She did cut a promo on Charlotte Flair. I mean, she's a fantastic lady, right? She's so full of energy. I love her gimmick. I don't know if I can call it her gimmick because it's real life. She loves the Noah car. It's her name. Everybody called her a Noah girl even before she became a wrestler. So she lives her gimmick. That's who she is, and that's the most interesting part about Amber Noah. She's great. I picked Sasha and Naomi. That's a great one, brother. Everybody get your picks in. Let us know in the comments. Who do you think is going to be winning this one? Let's see what's going on here. Right now, Sasha Banks in control, though. Yeah, she's looking good.
Banks, giving up easily there. Proud champions.
Yeah.
They've shown great teamwork.
Look at that. Wow. Big boot to the face. Liv Morgan goes down, and Naomi going for the cover, and Liv Morgan kicks out just like that. All right. And now Liv Morgan. All right, that was a little very quick tag right there from Naomi. She tags Sasha Banks in no time. Sasha Banks going for the big dive from the top turnbuckle. Liv Morgan goes down, and she's in trouble so far. Liv Morgan in trouble. Look at that. And we can see here Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley getting up and close to the commentary table. Hope they stay away from it. Yeah, they do. Wow. A double team right there. A double team move from Sasha and Naomi. They grab Liv Morgan by the back of her head and they push her head first right into the ring post. Wow, head first into the ring post. That's gotta hurt. A very dizzy Liv Morgan falls right down. And now a double team move from Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan as Liv Morgan pushes Naomi to the ring post, head first into the ring post she goes, and Rhea Ripley from a big backbreaker to Sasha Banks. Both of them down, and just like that, we go back to the favorite part of Nick Khan from Monday Night Raw. We go back to commercials. So it's commercial times once again. Alright, the time just flies, right? When you're having a good time, when the matches come on, the time just flies, and we go back to commercial in no time whatsoever, just like that. Gotta love that. Gotta love how short the matches feel, and how long the commercial feels when you're watching Raw. And Clay says, AJ, how was day today? You have great day, great day. That's right, tell Byron Saxon what's up. That's right, Byron. What's up, brother? Getting some love here from Clay. And good day. I hope all of you had a great Easter. We had a very nice weekend. I'll tell you what, Sunday was basically the first ever, Monday morning basically, for me was the first ever Monday when I could actually sleep properly. Because usually, I wake up at like 4:30, 5:30 in the morning to these watch-alongs. And Sunday night we didn't have a show, so I could actually sleep peacefully on Monday morning. It felt great. It felt very nice. But you know what? I also missed you guys because the one day in like weeks now, the first day that I didn't have a watch-along, I missed you guys. I missed you. But it is good to be back. It's good to be back ringside right here. And that's right, the Bailey chants are still going on. The fans are still going crazy. It's still a great show. And Roman is wrestling on the house shows. That's right, true. I mean, I don't know. Yes, so I was talking about how he could be out with an injury or getting sidelined like that. But if he's wrestling on the house shows and the rumors are that he's getting cut, I don't know, man. I can't buy that because we know, on one hand, right now they're planning a major feud, a major match between himself and The Rock at WrestleMania 39, right? I cannot see him getting cut. I mean, anybody here sees Roman Reigns getting released? That would be the shocker of the year. Can you imagine? WWE just picks up the biggest AEW star, Cody Rhodes, and if they release Roman Reigns, AEW will put in any money possible to get Roman Reigns on board and to get Roman Reigns on Raw. Oh, wow. Look at that. Thank you so much for that, Lance. That is so sweet. Thank you for the love. I really appreciate the super chat. Really appreciate the donation. Thank you, brother. I appreciate the love so much. More than I can ever express. Thank you for that, everybody, and thank you, Lance. That is very special. And he says, how did you get into wrestling and making the channel? I like your streams because of your positivity. They are laid back. Do you prefer AEW or WWE? Great questions right there. So, Lance, it all started in about 2016, 2017. I started an Instagram page. And, I just picked up my phone. And I was going through, so I wanted some wrestling news myself. And I got on Instagram looking for some wrestling news. And I found a few pages. On Instagram, which, yes, they delivered wrestling news, but not in the best way possible. They delivered wrestling news in a way that they posted some picture from Google, and the news was actually written in the caption, and was basically a copy and paste. And I didn't like the presentation. I thought that wrestling fans deserve better. And when I looked at the comment section, I saw how toxic the comment section were. I saw the admins of the pages going after their own followers and basically getting after them in the comments. And I'm thinking, that's not how it should work. You should be grateful for your followers and you should be kind to them and polite to them, not being so toxic. And I'm thinking, such big pages, if they're so toxic on social media, this is the kind of impression they leave on the whole community as a whole. They make the whole wrestling community look so toxic. And that is why I took it upon myself. I wanted to create my own wrestling page, which I did on Instagram. And if you look at it right now, I don't want to sound too arrogant, but it is one of the most successful pages, if not the number one page on Instagram right now when it comes to wrestling. And I created not only the most presentable page, which had always been my goal, to give the wrestling fans the very best that they deserve, but we also created a very positive community. I started doing news on Instagram in American Sign Language. I started doing news, for the people who have a reading impairment, for those who have, problems reading. So I did use an American Sign Language. I did voiceovers. I did text and font, especially for those suffering from dyslexia. So a lot of stuff, I tried to create this community, and I tried to make it open for everybody as much as I could. And now I'm on YouTube, and I tried to do the very same here to make it a more positive community and to have some fun. And of course, to make this family that we have right now, a family full of fans who love wrestling, and that's about it. But thank you so much once again for the super chat, brother, and for the love, Lance. I really appreciate it. And do I prefer AEW or WWE? I love both. It all depends on which gives me good wrestling. Some days, some weeks, I hate the company. I hate WWE for giving me some trash shows. And some weeks, I hate AEW. It depends. It depends week by week. But other than that, I'm not biased. I love both of them. But I've got some special place in my heart for the WWE for always being with me since my childhood. Once again, Lance, thank you for the super chat. And everybody, thank you for the love. I really appreciate everybody here. And let's see, Mustafa is here. Good to see you. That's right. Let's see what else do we have here. Sasha is my pick. I love that. AJ, can you release a Rich Swann interview? Why not? Let's do that, brother. Let's do that. And going for the cover. Look at that. With that being said, okay. Look at that. Chris said that Sasha was his pick to win, and that's exactly what happened. Sasha Banks pins Rhea Ripley clean. 1, 2, 3. Rhea Ripley got pinned. Liv Morgan was not able to get in the ring to break the pin, which means that Jason, what he said earlier, could actually be coming true. Liv Morgan could actually be, getting attacked by Rhea Ripley here. Rhea Ripley could be upset over the loss, and she could be turning on Liv Morgan as we speak. Let's see if that happens. But right now, Sasha Banks and Naomi celebrating as they're leaving the ring. Yeah. And Rhea Ripley does not look happy. She looks quite frustrated. She's got a turn. If the prediction was right, you guys called it. I believe, last week that this was going to happen. Look at that. Rhea Ripley doesn't look happy. Liv Morgan comes up to confront her. She says, I'm sorry. Rhea Ripley is not taking sorry as an answer. She says, I was right there. You could have come out here and you could have broken the pinfall. But Liv says, no, please don't go. Please don't be upset. Rhea says, forget about it. She's about to leave. Liv grabs her hand. Rhea and Liv in a confrontation right now, in an argument. Rhea is losing her mind. She's upset. She's going into that zone. Yeah. They're confronting once again. She's shouting at Liv Morgan as we speak. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. Rhea's got to turn. She's got to turn heel. You guys called it first. It's got to happen. There we go. It happens. Oh, dear Lord. Don't tell me that. Oh, no. It's happening. Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me? Wow. Rhea Ripley landing those punches hard on Liv Morgan. That's not right. That is not right. Yeah, I love this little tag team that they had going on. But look at Rhea. She's smiling. She's laughing as she puts Liv Morgan through the pain, through the hurt. You gotta be kidding me right now. Saxon, you believe what you're watching right now? Watch you silent, brother. Come on, speak up. Speak up. This is shocking. Look at that. Rhea Ripley going out for Liv Morgan. This is, oh dear Lord. Rhea has gone to that Super Saiyan mode where she's attacked Liv. She's broken her up, and now she's headed backstage. And the one thing that really caught me here was when Rhea was attacking Liv, and as you can see, she's walking down the ramp, she's smiling, and she's laughing a little bit. You see that in her. You see no regret. Yeah, that's a full-on heel Rhea. The heel Rhea that a lot of fans have been asking for a bit. And we're getting that, guys. We're getting a heel Rhea Ripley. That is official. You guys called it. You guys called it. Jason and Andy, you guys called it way before. True called it way before. True. Wow, what a prediction right there. But the good stuff, you guys. The king of predictions. All of you. Good stuff. Look at that. And Chris says, AJ, what city are you announcing from? I'm announcing from Boston right now, brother. I'm live. Boston, New York. That's correct. And Roman broke capture during Saturday night's main event and asked people not to post it. And then people posted it. There you go. That is funny. Yeah, if they want... You know what? A lot of the times, WWE hates social media, for breaking kayfabe. But they do it themselves. I mean, on TV or something, they say, he's injured or he's not. And then he's performing on the live shows. I mean, come on. Don't tell me that. Money for it. That's right. Thank you once again, guys. Thank you once again. And True says, toxic is normal to a lot of people. It's very sad. Yep, that's right. It's very sad. And that is the change that I wanted to bring, and I'm very glad to say that. On Instagram, the change has been brought about. If you look at a lot of Instagram news pages, a lot of them look very much presentable than they did a few years ago. Before wrestling news came about on Instagram, the news pages never used to be nearly as good as they are now. So I'm very proud of that. And if you look at a lot of pages, they are very, very, positive. And I see a lot of pages with the mental health, illness awareness, and a lot of stuff. I did a whole campaign for mental health awareness. I did a lot of campaigns for, invisible disease and whatnot. I try to do the best as I can to use my platform to do good. I've done campaigns previously for like cancer, for mental health, for depression, of course, for invisible illnesses as well. I try to use the platform to the very best, and you'll be seeing right here on YouTube as well. I do plan on using the YouTube platform as well to raise awareness on diseases that people know nothing about, to raise awareness on subjects like mental health that are so taboo still in a lot of regions. People should be talking about them, and I do plan on using YouTube as well as a platform to do good and do more positive stuff. So thank you guys so much for the support. I really appreciate you all. And Andy says, that was terrible, so-called tag team match. That's right. That was an awful tag team title match. Let's hope that the upcoming title match that's going to be the US Championship will not be as bad, but hopefully it'll be good. But you know what? This tag team match at least was not meaningless. We got something out of it. It did, carry on the storyline forward. We know that Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan are no longer a thing, which means it's main event time for Liv Morgan. She's going to be shot up to the main event scene. Rhea Ripley just turned on her, going full heel, which only means that Liv Morgan is going to go up to the main event. I'm so ready for it. I am so excited for it, guys. So excited. And let's take a look at what else do we have here. Let's take a look at the comments. At all of them, we see True says that was fun. I love that. I love that. I'm happening. Watch for the Brood. The Brood didn't show up, Jason. Didn't show up. But now that Liv Morgan's, baby face, I don't think that Liv Morgan's gonna join the Brood, or is she? Or maybe Liv Morgan's broken and heartbroken right now, and the Brood comes to the rescue and they give her, a hug, and they say, you know what, join us, and maybe she joins them. So that's gonna be interesting. We'll see what happens. But let me know, guys. Do you think that Liv Morgan is gonna be joining the Brood, or is it gonna be Rhea Ripley? Let us know. What do you think? And Bobby says Matt and Jeff Hardy tag team with Tough Light against Angelico and Blade and Mark Queen and Isaiah Cassidy on AEW Dark Elevation. It was great, fantastic stuff. Fantastic. And guys, you were just asking me, I believe Lance was asking me who's going to be, the upcoming guest. And I must say, one of the upcoming guests is my absolute favorite person in the industry. I mean, she's fought, she's broken a lot of glass ceilings. She's fought a lot of barriers, a lot of taboos. The only female promoter, the first ever also, the female promoter in the whole Louisiana area. She's going to be joining the show very, very soon. What a great lady she is, and she's got some stories. If you want to know how the industry works in the independent side of scene and how it used to be working back in the territory scene, because if you look at Louisiana and New Orleans area, that is still the only region in the entire North America that still has the territory thing going on. If you want to start a promotion, you have to go through the wrestling commission. You have to get yourself registered. You have to know wrestling yourself. A lot of stuff, a lot of rules going down there. You have to get your wrestling license. There's a lot of rules which are not prevalent in the entire America except for the Louisiana New Orleans region. So she's going to be here. She's going to be talking about all those rules. You're going to get to know a lot about independent wrestling promotion and those very different, regional wrestling rules when she joins, and it's going to be a good interview. And Liv Morgan should ask for her release. There you go. Andy's not very happy. I see that. It's a range of emotions. True is happy to see Liv Morgan falling apart, and Andy's not. I love that. And Izzy's here. Izzy time is always a good time. Izzy, good to see you. Thank you for that. I'm glad that you like the new set. Sonya Deville, the next Raw Women's Champion, is coming out. That's right. That's right. She's coming out. Let's see how this goes. Did you see a new Raw? The comment just went. Let's see. Did you see a new Raw episode had like 23 minutes of wrestling? That's not surprising. That's Raw for you. And if you look at tonight's show as well, you've got 2 weddings. We've got a lie detector test. It's going to be a lot of segments as well. We'll see how that goes, brother. I'm looking forward to watching. That's right. Every single week, we watch NWA Power before we watch NXT. So Tuesdays, if you're free earlier, about 6 p.m. EST, join us as we watch NWA Power. And I have a lot of fun watching NWA because it's such a different show. The whole concept, the whole production, the wrestlers, so different, so unique. So old-fashioned, old school, which I'm all about. So I'm looking forward to watching NWA Power tomorrow for sure. And we can see right there, Rhea Ripley is making her way to the back, and she's not looking, I don't know. She doesn't look regretful, that is for sure. She has no regrets whatsoever. And the lady approaches her for an interview.
To an explanation.
Okay. Rhea says, I don't owe you or anybody else an explanation, which I do believe that, you know, yeah, I guess that's valid. Sonya Deville here
As of late,
clears her throat. Okay.
throughout WWE,
And thank you for the support, Lance. Really appreciate it. And what else do we have here? Let's see. That's right. Long nose Sonya Deville indeed. Look at that.
that I am misusing my power by making myself Bianca Belair's first challenger.
She
I
did.
need to remind you all of something. First and foremost, I'm a competitor. I never lost that. I didn't just wake up one morning and decide to be a WWE official because I was having some sort of quarter-life crisis. No. I was forced into this position.
Wow.
I was forced into this position until I could find my way back to being a WWE superstar.
I'm surprised. How do you get forced into a position? You don't get forced into it. If you're forced into something, you get on social media much like Mustafa Ali, don't you? But jokes apart, come on, you don't get forced into anything. That's like the most least believable thing that I can ever hear on this microphone. Come on. And is he time? Am I happy to see Ciampa? So happy. But hopefully he gets used well, because so far it's been quiet. But hopefully he gets used well.
Championship at WrestleMania.
That's right.
I knew that's who I wanted to be in the ring with, because Bianca Belair isn't just the EST of WWE. She is the BEST in WWE.
Okay, so who here thinks that that this lady right here, Sonya Deville, is actually gonna win against Bianca Belair at WrestleMania Backlash? Anybody here? Let me know if you do. And didn't she quit WWE? That's right. I don't know what's going on here. This promo is the least believable. Thank you for that, Anthony. I'm glad to see you here. Venom, thank you. And I'm glad you guys are liking the set. Roman Reigns should be fighting champion, but he's a coward, says Mustafa. Look at that. All right, some heat on Roman Reigns right now. And the boos are loud. The fans are booing the heck out of Sonya Deville, as we see here. Look at that.
So if anybody has an issue with that,
Okay, of course. So of course this had to happen. That was such a promo, by the way, guys. I don't know about you, but I felt that promo and the pace of that promo was so slow. It was so laid back, such a slow promo, and I'm glad that it got over with and Bianca Belair is coming out right now. By the way, Bianca Belair looking good as she comes out here tonight. And look at that, some what chants going on here. Don't get the what chant started, but good to see you, sir. Good to see you. Welcome here. Of course, Sonya will lose. That's right. Hopefully she does.
WWE official. So let me remind you, if you lay so much as one finger on me,
Okay.
well, you'll be subject to repercussions.
So are you kidding me right now? Sonya Deville says, I'm an official. If you lay a finger on me, you're going to be subject to repercussions. So she can have a match with her, but she can't lay a finger on her on a wrestling television show? This makes no sense. By the way, once again, I'm going to say Bianca Belair looking good. And Anthony, wow, thank you so much for the love, Anthony. Really appreciate the love. Thank you for that. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Wow, you guys are so nice. Thank you. Thank you for the support. Look at that.
No, don't get excited. I didn't wait 3 years to have my opportunity in this rusted-out suburb of New York City.
All right, Sonya Deville once again going after Boston. That's what they love to do. That's right, trash-talking Sonya calls Boston a rusting-ass city, a suburb of New York City. Isn't that true, though? But that's right, trash-talking Sonya Deville right now as we see it. It'll right for business if Sonya wins the title. I know she has a lot of fans, a lot of hardcore fans. So if she wins, it might actually be a good business decision, but we'll find out. We will eventually find out. Let's see how this goes.
Lose the title, you'll have your family and friends there to console you, have a shoulder to cry on.
That's right.
I mean, Bianca, at this point they're so used to watching you lose title quickly.
And I see here True here with those big eyes for Bianca. That's right, she's looking like $1 million, buddy. She's looking good. AJ, I'm looking forward to watching Tony Storm versus Gigi Ray tomorrow. That's right, AEW does such good darks. Elevation was so good, Dark is so good, and Bianca Belair picks Sonya Deville up on her shoulders. All right, look at that, such a crybaby. Bianca Belair was just about to put Sonya Deville through some hurt. Had her up on her shoulders, was about to attack her. Sonya Deville quickly grabs the microphone and says, if you do that, you're going to be fined, you're going to be suspended, you're going to be fired, your title's going to be taken away from you. So Bianca Belair throws her down but doesn't attack her. I mean, you know, so it was, yeah, there you go. Sonya Deville is just chickened out. She doesn't want any of Bianca Belair, any piece of her. She doesn't want to fight, but still she wants a match against her. I don't know, I probably see a swerve coming. Maybe she's not going to fight after all at WrestleMania Backlash and is going to have somebody in her corner. Something's got to happen. And look who's coming out here. Something's got to happen, and something is happening right now because Veer Mahan, that's right, Veer is coming out here all the way from India. Gotta love this guy. And I'll tell you what, guys, he's been cutting a lot of kayfabe interviews on Indian television right now. He's appearing on a lot of Indian news channels, and he's selling WWE as if it's a real fight, a real wrestling, which I appreciate a lot. I love when they do that, you know. But I love when they sell WWE as real wrestling on mainstream news channels. I love that. So I was just flipping through my channels, and I saw Veer Mahan on a mainstream Indian news channel. I love that. He was selling WWE like it was a UFC, and he was selling it like a fight, and I was like, this is great. This is fantastic. So he says, I'm going to make Indians very proud. I'm going to make India very proud. I'm doing this for India and whatnot. So I loved what I saw right there from Veer Mahan. And yeah, they kept, better believe it, guys, they kept kayfabe alive during that interview. So I'm looking forward to more Veer Mahan for sure. It's going to be interesting. And who is Veer coming out on now? That's right, true. Let's see who it's going to be. Is it going to be Dominic once again? Is it going to be Rey Mysterio? Maybe after, you know, fighting his son, it's going to be Rey. The father in Rey wakes up. He's like, you went after my son, you have to go after me now. So could be happening. Let's see what happens. Next week is a Deville match. That's right, Chris. Let's see how that goes down. And we saw this crap with Naomi. That's right, true. We've seen it already. But hopefully this time it's a little different. But we'll see. But you know what? If she was coming back for a full-fledged match, for a real wrestling match, I would have expected for her to come after Naomi and not, you know, Bianca. Because with Naomi, she's been having this feud going on for such a long time. They've been teasing it. They've been talking about it. They've been, you know, it's been out there that, yeah, she doesn't like Naomi. So if she was actually coming out for a real wrestling match, I would have expected her first opponent to be Naomi, not Bianca. But we'll see how this goes at WrestleMania Backlash. And Tony Nese did great on AEW Dark Elevation against Jay Spade. Alright, that's nice. And Ricky, without even knowing who the opponent is, says, I pick Veer. I love that. Yeah, that's right. Veer's gotta win. I mean, he has to win. There is no stopping Veer Mahan's momentum right now without a shadow of a doubt. He's not losing for sure. Not now. Wow, and tomorrow we've got a solid NXT, a solid NWA. Last week on NWA, by the way, guys, I must sell NWA to you right now. And no, I'm not getting paid for this. You can see I'm literally sitting on a Raw show, on a WWE show right now, on the commentary booth for a WWE show. So I'm not getting paid for this NWA promotion, but I'm gonna give a shout out to NWA. If you guys love pro wrestling, tune into NWA Power because they really, you know, showcase pro wrestling like nobody else does. Really old school. You get the old school vibes, which I really appreciate. Love. The promos are on point. They've got Velvet Sky and a very solid commentary team right there. I mean, you know, they've got Bobby and Andy's very favorite May Valentine and a lot of good stuff. They've got my brother, my favorite person in wrestling. They got JTG, the Dirty Dango, a lot of good stuff right there. They've got Nick Aldis, you know, Kamel, and if you like what the names that I'm putting out right there, they've got a lot of similar names, big names on the show. So NWA Power is a 1-hour show every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern. I do a watch along for it every single Tuesday, so, you know, if you have some time, make sure to drop is to, you know, come in here for the NWA watch along as we watch the show before we go on to watching NXT every single Tuesday right here on Wrassingnews. And look at that, we're still on commercial. Oh, we come back from commercial right now, and we're looking at the the new NXT Tag Team Champions. This team coming right from NXT UK. It's a really different team for sure. You know, we know what happened with MSK, and MSK were your new Tag Team Champions. Whatever happened with them, you know, between themselves and Kimberly happened. And now we're going to be having, you know, the new Tag Team Champions, which were actually crowned last week after that very interesting Gauntlet Tag Team match. They're going to be showing up tomorrow on NXT. Wow, what's happening here? Veer Mahan is wrestling an independent wrestler, a talent enhancer, if you may. I thought they were gonna, you know, carry on the Mysterio storyline forward and have Rey Mysterio going after Veer Mahan, but they're possibly saving it for WrestleMania Backlash. But he comes out here and he wrestles an almost nobody who's gonna do nothing for the storyline, nothing for that. So come on. Rachel Rose and Emi Sakura and the Bunny versus Hikaru Shida and Ruby Soho. I love that, brother. Oh, I gotta tune into Dark. And look at that. Veer Mahan plants him down just like that. I don't know why this match even going so long. This match could have been over by now because it's the monster Veer versus the nobody in WWE right now. Look at that. A big clothesline. And come on, Veer, just cover him. Finish it already. Cover him. He's shouting. With Veer Mahan, the way he shouts just gets me every time. And once again, if you guys aren't too sure, the face paint on his forehead is actually a religious one. It's religious. The disciples of Lord Shiva are often seen wearing that face paint. And that is why this guy is super over in India, because when you get religion into play, you know, it gets a lot of people into it, right? So this guy, you know, he's really getting that Hindu religion, the whole Lord Shiva thing into play here with that face paint. And that really leaves an impression on a lot of people. A lot of people in India, when they see Veer Mahan, they stop because they, you know, the face paint definitely, it grabs their attention. And they want to see what he's all about. And he's a monster. So he's going to be super duper over in India for sure. Without a shadow of a doubt, he's going to be over. And Andy says, Velvet Sky, May Valentine, New Rising Stars, The Gimp. That's right, I love The Gimp. The Gimp is great, by the way. We saw The Gimp on NWA Power last week. And what a surprising performance from him. So good. And look at him, he's killing the independent star right there. And the guys are trying to pull him apart. I see Davari there. I see, you know, one of the Double J security members out there. Look at that. And they pull Veer away from him, and the Veer is angry. And look at those murderous eyes of Veer, and the way he just jumps off the apron goes on to show that not only is he a big guy, but unlike the previous big guys from India or from, you know, in general, this guy can actually, you know, jump, and he can be super athletic, which is something unseen and unheard of when you talk about big guys. So that's nice.
And what are you going to do about it? There better be severe repercussions.
As I said, it's being handled, but listen, Sonya, you probably need to worry about your own repercussions.
What is that supposed to mean?
Wow.
The word on the street is that the higher-ups are looking into your conduct. Official investigation.
Official investigation into Sonya Deville's conduct here. Look at that.
My conduct, instead of our champion who put her hands on a WWE official. That makes sense?
And as far as that goes, Bianca's already being fined. I handled that myself.
How much? 50,000? 100,000? A million? Honestly, she deserves the big EST fine the women's division has ever seen. But will that happen? Probably not. Oh, absolutely not. This right here is two WWE officials conducting official business. So see your way out. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Wow, this thing is still going on, yeah?
I'm here to pay my fine.
Great. You can make the wire transfer to WWE.
Oh, come on. This is so cringy. All right. So the fine was $1. $1. We've seen that before, have we not? We've seen that before for sure. Bianca Belair was fined $1 for attacking Sonya Deville.
$1? And you say I abuse my power?
I did it by the book.
I'll tell you what, I like this guy. I like Adam Pearce. I didn't like him before, but now that he's turning on, you know, Sonya Deville, I kind of like him. There you go, true. A $1 fine. I can't recall it. Have we seen that before? Maybe we've seen that with Brock Lesnar, but I do remember seeing that before. And look at that, as Kevin Owens comes out, these guys put the independent star, the talent enhancer, on a stretcher, and they take him to the ambulance. So that's the new gimmick for Veer Mahan. He comes out here and he puts people on the stretcher and he sends people to the hospitals. I guess that is the gimmick we're going forward with. And KO Show featuring Ezekiel. The younger brother of Elias is gonna go down right now. Let's see how that goes. But I just feel so bad. I mean, so bad for the poor guy. I mean, this guy comes on here, and you know, he's a nice guy. He seems like a great guy. And he comes out here and he's telling everybody, I'm the younger brother of Elias, you know, show me some love. And people like Kevin Owens come out and they're like, I don't believe you, I'm going to put you through a lie detector test. That is traumatizing for any brother, you know, let alone a younger brother. Not the best look, but it is what it is. And we're going to be seeing a lie detector test, which I believe Ezekiel is going to pass with flying colors, because I do believe that he is the poor younger brother of Elias. I do believe that. But let me know, guys. Do you think Ezekiel is Elias or he is the younger brother? I do believe. We've seen the pictures. We've seen the proof. I do believe that Ezekiel is the younger brother of Elias. And True says, looks like Owen has lost weight. Yes, he definitely has lost some weight for sure. I miss Corey Graves. I'm not a Lawler fan. Yeah, okay, I see that, Chris. But why would you miss Corey Graves? You've got me on the commentary tonight. So there's no reason to miss Corey Graves. I'm here. I'm here for the rescue. And Tony Nese has another match tomorrow on AEW Dark against JD Griffey. Okay, looking forward to that. I hope we see title for title again, and maybe US title and IC title. I hope so too. You know, now they're basically putting together the world titles have been unified. The tag team titles are going to be unified. I think it's only a matter of time before we see the mid-card titles also getting unified. Only a matter of time. Right now, tonight, we're going to be getting Finn Balor, who's going to be in action, who's going to be defending his US Championship tonight. I don't know how this is going to go down, if he's going to win, he's going to lose, but the championship is going to be defended tonight. We'll see how that goes. Lance says, I like Veer, but was unimpressed that his first appearance was to squash Dominic Mysterio. After so many weeks or hype, wish it was more meaningful. And that's the way you know what, I was expecting, and you know, definitely a lot of people can say that he's still delivering big things, he's doing big things, but I was expecting something unique from Veer. You know, because if you look at this guy, you look at the way he looks, the beard, the hair, the outfit, the face paint, it looks like he's got so much going on with his character. He looks like a very interesting person. Yes, you know, you look at Omos and you can look at Veer Mahan. Both of them are big guys. They're big guys, and what do big guys do? They destroy. But wrestling is more than just being a big guy. Wrestling is about the character. And if you look at Omos, you look at Veer, what are both of them doing right now? They're both destroying people. But if you look at their appearances and look at, you know, their backgrounds, they're two very distinct backgrounds. So what WWE in my book is failing at right now is the character development, because we're seeing lots of layers when it comes to Veer Mahan's character right now, but they're not able to, you know, basically translate that look and that appearance into storytelling. They're not able to explain that to us. We don't know what that face paint means. We don't know why does he have a big beard, what that outfit. We don't know why he shouts, why he's destroying people. None of that. He comes out here, he destroys people, much like Omos does and much like every other big guy does. This is not the UFC, this is WWE. So if you see a big guy, I understand he's gonna destroy, but why? What is the reason behind the destruction? What is the reason behind him being a heel? Where is the storytelling here? Is where I fail to understand. Let me know if you're with me here, or if you're with the WWE, because I feel that there should be more character development. And just like Lance says, first thing he comes out, he squashes somebody. Where is the promos, this character development? I don't get that. But let me know, guys, what do you think about this one? This is an interesting topic. And Chris says, Ezekiel is Elias. Brother, I would give you a hug right now. From one brother to another brother to Elias' younger brother. I feel bad for Ezekiel. I mean, you know, the trauma that he's been put through right now. A lie detector test? Are you kidding me? A lie detector test? That is traumatic. I feel bad for this guy for sure. And yeah, hopefully, and I know that he's gonna win the test for sure. He's gonna win the test. And I know what you think about that, Byron. Shut up, all right? Shut up. Thank you for that. Yeah. Come on, this guy's crazy. Anyways, let's get into the lie detector test. We're back from commercial. Hopefully this goes down well. Renegade says, I want Lashley versus Veal. That'd be a nice one. That would be nice. As soon as Lashley is free from Omos, hopefully we get that. And we can see backstage right here, they are helping this guy on a stretcher onto the ambulance. He's going to go right to the hospital. And I guess that's exactly what they're going to be doing with Veer now. Every single person he wrestles is going to be sent to the hospital. That is what's going to be happening here. Okay, lie detector test going on right now. Let's see how this goes. I believe the last time we saw a lie detector test was when CM Punk was around. And when he was champion, I remember him being put to the lie detector test and asked questions like, are you the best in the world and whatnot. I think that was the last time we saw a lie detector test into play on Raw. So this is going to be interesting. And look who's here to carry on the lie detector test. It is Gable. Shorty G, Chad Gable, he is here. So let's see. I don't think this test is going to be a fully honest, but let's see. Let's get into the promo. Let's get into the segment here.
Elias. So tonight I've decided to expose him as the fraud that he is and prove to the entire WWE universe that
That's right.
I'm the only one sane enough to figure
That's right. The whole segment is playing in my head right now. I believe it was the year 2012, 2011 when CM Punk was champion. I believe he had surpassed the 434-day reign and he had the yellow t-shirt on and he was put through the test. I remember that very clearly. The last lie detector featured CM Punk. I remember that, yeah. Anybody else remembers that? Let me know if you do.
Administer this test.
That's right. Mustafa says no, his little brother. I love that. AJ, who answered Jay White's challenge on Saturday? My stream kept messing up. Let's see. I also hope Moxley won. That's right, brother. It was a very, very interesting show for sure. Oh, look at that. Chad Gable right there. Getting some heat from the fans as you'd expect. Nobody is cheering him on. Everybody booing him. Somebody going with the shoe right there. The swoosh. Gotta love that.
Thank you for having me back on the KO show.
Look at that.
Tonight, in line with the scientific method, I will remain objective, and trust me, I will uncover the truth and find out if this so-called Ezekiel is who he says he is.
Okay.
Trust me, if he lies, I'll beat the truth out of him in a match directly afterwards, so don't worry about it. Money well spent, baby.
I love it. I love your gusto. I love your IQ, your brain, your hair. I love it all. Now, without further ado, please welcome my guest.
And he's coming out right now. Ezekiel is coming out. And coming back to your question, Chris, who answered the Jay White challenge? It was such a good show, by the way. NJPW Windy City, such a great show. What a show. And we saw Shota Umino accepting Jay White's US of J Open Challenge. It was great. And of course we had the incredible main event between Moxley and Will Ospreay, which was fantastic. But you know, at the end of it, it just didn't seem very well. Yes, Moxley won the match, but it was a bloodfest. Moxley was bleeding heavily, and we might get another match between the two in the future. Moxley said, you know, when I came in, I thought this guy was just all talks, no walk, but I've got a lot of respect for Will Ospreay after this one. It was a good show, for sure. And I can see here, Lance, thank you for that. Clay, thank you. And that's typical big man booking, for sure, true. Totally agree with that. And Chad Gable is here. That's right. Let's see how this goes down. And Rhea has risen. Michael, you're right. Absolutely.
Kev, I appreciate you having me on the show, but you got it all wrong, man. I am not Elias. I am Ezekiel. I am Elias.
No, you're not. No, the young...
I believe this guy. This guy looks totally different from Elias. Come on, Elias had a beard. He used to have a guitar. He is the drifter. This guy is no drifter. He doesn't have the guitar. This guy is clearly not Elias. And Bobby, I see that Jay White cut a promo. That's interesting. Okay, I was super thrilled. That was a great show, for sure.
Test, but before I do that, I have one question for everybody here tonight in Buffalo.
Oh, Ezekiel has a question for people here.
Who wants to hear Zeke speak?
Wow. Who wants to hear Zeke speak? Look at that.
It's the same thing as the walk with... You know what? Doesn't matter. Chad, hook him up.
Hey, look away, brother. Look away. Thanks for that.
This is state-of-the-art technology, okay? This is a computer. Huh? This is the best money can buy. You're gonna get exposed.
Wow, they're really selling Apple here. They're selling off the MacBook. Says this is the computer. This is the best one you can buy. The state-of-art technology. I love that. Byron looks like he wants to throw hands. I see that. Byron, you better stay away from me, man. You better stay away from me. Annoying guy for sure. Such an annoying guy. Stay away. Stay away. Good. Talk to the hand. All right. Who wants to hear Zeke speak is definitely cringy for sure. Yeah. Let's see how this goes down. Chad Gable here. I'll tell you what, I find this guy super annoying, especially the sushi and whatnot. I find it hella annoying. But let's see.
I'm gonna need you to answer correctly. Is the sky blue?
Yes.
What's it say?
Nice. He answered correctly, like I asked.
Okay.
This one, please answer incorrectly. Is tonight Monday?
No.
Liar! He's lying! See? He's a liar!
Oh my gosh, Kevin Owens cracks me up. Look at
Kev,
the funny
I
guy.
told him to lie. We're trying to get a baseline here. He's supposed to lie.
Oh my gosh, come on. Come on.
Okay, all right. One last question. Is Olympic gold medalist Gable Steveson a spoiled little brat that messed with the...
Whoa! Look at that!
What are you doing?
Oh my gosh, Chad Gable is going after Gable Steveson. Look at that. We know that Chad Gable, also he shares the same name Gable with Gable Steveson, so he's already mad at Gable Steveson for taking over his last name, but he's also unhappy that he's an Olympic gold medalist and Chad Gable is not, and he's going after him on TV. That's interesting.
Say it.
Okay. Say it.
Yes.
What? Is he lying? He's good. God. Yeah? How bad is he lying?
He's telling the truth.
He's telling the truth.
What? No. No. Ask him. No. No. Ask him why he's lying. Just ask him why he's lying.
It doesn't work that way. It has to be a yes or no question. I got it.
All right.
Yes or no? Is Elias your older brother?
Okay, question put out to Ezekiel. Is Elias his older brother or not?
Yes.
Okay. So, as we can see right there, Ezekiel is not lying. He's being very, very honest. Elias is indeed his older brother, as we can hear right now. Look at that.
For me, the machine does...
He's not lying. He's not lying. This is true. And that's right, Lance. This is childish but funny. That's right. That's right.
No. That's true, too. He's telling the truth.
And Kevin Owens is losing his mind.
Hey, is that what's happening? You know me, okay? I am a man of academic integrity. And I'm sorry, but all signs point to the fact that he is, in fact, Ezekiel.
All right, you know what?
Look away.
He's making you out to look like a fool. You're embarrassing yourself. Get out of here. Get out of here.
That's right. Kevin Owens is not taking it. He's not buying this whole lie detector test anymore. He's not taking it. He asks Chad Gable to get out of there. He sends him away from the ring.
Tired of playing.
And Ezekiel says, I'm tired. I'm sick and tired of you and your tantrums. I'm sick and tired of you not believing me and thinking I'm not Elias's brother. He's going after Kevin Owens with his verbal assault right now.
Now listen, this is a big night for me.
That's
I'm
right.
Excited. I get to have my first ever match in WWE right here and right now.
That's right.
No. You know what? I don't care about this test. I don't know how you got this. I don't know how you worked this out, but I know you're lying. And you know what? I don't care if you want to waste your first match and have it in Canada's landfill of Buffalo, New York.
Wow.
Oh no, he said bad things. Screw you all. You know what? The only thing I care about is the truth. And you're going to tell me the truth right now. You are going to admit that you are Elias.
I love that, Tony. I love somebody got to sush him up, but nobody's does it. The guy who sushes people up has gone.
Else what?
All right. Are we getting an Elias Ezekiel versus Kevin Owens match right now? Kevin Owens says, tell everybody you're lying or else. Okay, let's see. And Kevin Owens leaves the ring. He's had enough. And look at that, the swoosh guy, Chad Gable, attacks Ezekiel from behind. He goes after him with those kicks. Ezekiel's down, and Chad Gable is smiling big. Look at that, he's having fun. Kevin Owens is happy as he walks to the back. I guess we're going to be getting Chad Gable versus Ezekiel up next. And Ezekiel better have a different moveset other than Elias, because if the moveset's similar, if the finisher is the same, then it's just gonna, even heighten, Kevin Owens' suspicion that Ezekiel is indeed Elias. So he better have a different moveset, otherwise it's just gonna, heighten everybody's suspicion right there. And good to see you, Tony. And looks like Byron is cussing it. That's right. Come on, Byron Saxton. Come on, stop it right there. Stop it right there. Stop right there. Somebody get this guy out of the frame there. Somebody get this guy. Thank you for that. Thank you. All right. We're away. Byron is no longer here. It's just me. The camera is only focusing on the one guy, that is AJ. And it's been a decent show. I'm not too sure about the show, but I am having a great time with all of you. Of course, it's such a pleasure watching the shows with you and, doing live commentary and interacting with you as we watch the show. Such a pleasure. So you guys make these shows so entertaining for me, and I'm having a good time, and I hope you all as well, because tonight's Raw has been so-so, but it's still better than what we saw last week. Last week's Raw was terrible, and if you look at it, it's been sweet. So because we've been into the show for about 1 hour and 10 minutes, and not too bad, not too shabby. Of course, the second hour is the hour that gets tricky, but we're starting out the second hour here, interestingly, with the Ezekiel segment and the Ezekiel match. So hopefully this is a good match, and the acts that follow this match are also going to be entertaining. We'll see how this goes. My hometown, Rochester, is 2 to 3 hours away from Buffalo. I love that. I love that. Buffalo, I've got a lot of love for it. I haven't actually attended any show outside of New York City, but I was this close to attending a show in Buffalo, and I feel that Buffalo has one of the best audiences ever. If you talk about, fans being kind and polite and, baby faces, I think Buffalo has got a lot of babyface fans. They come out here and they cheer the baby faces, they boo the heels, just like they're supposed to do. I love Buffalo. I love the Buffalo fans. And Renegade says, next match, AJ versus Byron. That's right. If this guy keeps his act on, we gotta wrestle. That's for sure. I'm having a good time, but rate Raw 2 out of 10. Your commentary 10 out of 10. Thank you so much, Lance. I really appreciate it. So I'm so lucky and so fortunate to be, sharing this little stream with all of you, and having you all be a part of it. So privileged. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Such a pleasure. Can I be your commander? Where is my picture of Bailey? There you go, Clay. Good to see you. As you can see, the television screen is not behind me tonight. There is no TV screen. I'm not in my studio. I'm here live, at the stadium, ringside. So I can't put up pictures right now, but we're having fun, and you can see the fans are happy. We're all enjoying ourselves. So, Bailey, there is no picture, but you know what there is. There's some Bailey chants, and you can hear the fans going crazy for Bailey right now. Look at that. The fans are making some noise for Bailey, Clay. That's right. We're all having some fun here. Let's see. Bobby says, AJ, I'm looking forward to watching Natalia Markova wrestling on Mission Pro Wrestling on May 14th. Can we do a watch along for it? It will be on Title Match Network. Yeah, for sure. I'm just going to look up my calendar, May 14th. I'll look it up, and if it's possible, we'll do it. If Natalia Markova is on the show, we gotta do it. And Natalia Markova could also possibly be appearing on the Wrassingh show very soon. I know I'm spilling some beans here, but yes, there are some big lineups, big guests that are planned to be on the show very, very soon. Natalia Markova could be one of them. I felt so sorry for Liv after getting stabbed in her back by Evil Rhea. That's right. But Tony, here's one good thing about Evil Rhea. Finally, Rhea Ripley is evil. Finally, we know who she is, what she's all about, and she is a heel lady. Until now, we didn't know if she was a heel, if she was a face. Now she's a heel, and she can go out there with her heel stuff. So I'm excited for that. Let's see how this goes down. But right now, we can see, wow, Ezekiel is going after Chad Gable. Kicks him out of the ring. Chad Gable ringside. Ezekiel goes after him, and this is one drawback. This is what I was talking about. For a traditional show, a traditional Raw, you would have seen Ezekiel pushing Chad Gable right there into the corner of the barricade. But no longer can he do that because the barricades now have LED screens in the corner, which make no sense, by the way. Just like this guy right here makes no sense. But yes, the LED screens on the corners of the barricade make no sense. That is why Elias Elias or Ezekiel who wants to put Chad Gable through the barricade. He cannot do that. Instead, he had to roll him back into the ring because the barricades now have LED screens. So the part of the barricade that were supposed to be broken now can no longer be touched thanks to those LED screens. That's a little stupid if you ask me. And what else do we have here? Lance says, I've never been to a WWE show. Does something typically get recorded after Raw? So, the shows that I, went to, I believe back then, 205 Live was a big one. So we used to have 205 Live recorded before the show. And after the show, there used to be some dark matches. But lucky for me, or maybe not too lucky for me, every single Raw that I've been to never had a dark match. Never did. Only 205 Live. So that is interesting. But I guess New York City doesn't get a lot of dark matches. So yes, we did get 205 Live though beforehand getting recorded. And I've been to a Raw before WrestleMania, live at the Barclays Center. I've been to that one. It was interesting because they recorded both SmackDown as well as Raw on the very same night. Because back then what used to happen was, when Hall of Fame had its own independent night, and SmackDown used to be a little thing. They didn't have a lot of competition. So SmackDown used to be pre-recorded. And they used to have a lot of highlights on the SmackDown along with a few matches here and there. So we had about an hour long of pre-recording for SmackDown that was done on the same night, and we had, of course, the taping for Raw. So I've been to that one Raw before WrestleMania, which had both SmackDown as well as Raw. It was interesting. A good experience for sure. And look at that. Ezekiel right now is going after Chad Gable as we speak. This is interesting. Look at that. Yep. For sure, with an Irish rip to Chad Gable to the corner, and with the clothesline, and Chad Gable goes down. Ezekiel going with a big hit, big punch to Chad Gable's forehead once again. Chad Gable down, and Irish rip into the corner, which reminds me, guys, are you kidding me? Are we really gonna be seeing the wedding main eventing? Wait, actually, it's not gonna main event right now. Okay, I just realized. I thought that maybe we're gonna be seeing the wedding main event tonight's Raw. It's not. That's not gonna be happening because the main event is gonna be Cody Rhodes versus a mystery opponent that's going to be handpicked from Seth Rollins. That's going to be the main event. But the wedding, I believe, is also going to be, maybe starting out the third hour of the show. We'll see how that goes down. Chris says, AJ, what happened to the Hall of Fame interview? That was supposed to be released. That's right, Chris. That interview will also be released very soon, brother. Very soon. Of course, just waiting on some permissions here and there. The guy said maybe hold off on that interview for now, so it'll be released. But you know what? There's never going to be a break. Every single week there are going to be interviews. The WrestleMania week was so good, by the way. 3-4 interviews in a row, and back-to-back good interviews. Mickey James, Authors of Pain, Bhupinder Gujjar, Jinder Mahal. Such a good week. And look at Otis, by the way, now, going after Ezekiel. Who didn't see that coming? Otis is here.
Tree trunk. Otis. Otis had the sense to feed.
He had to come out here. He had to come out here for his buddy Chad Gable, making this match end in disqualification right there. Otis saves Chad Gable from Ezekiel. Chad Gable wants to go after Gable Stevenson, the Olympic gold medalist, when he can't even go after Elias's younger brother Ezekiel. Are you kidding me, Chad Gable? You gotta be kidding me right now. What else do we have here? Look at that. Tony says, I am walking with Ezekiel. No, no one walks with Ezekiel. What you do is you hear Zeke speak. That's the new catchphrase he's come out with, Zeke speak, which is cringy. I don't know if I want to hear Zeke speak, but that's what he wants us to do. You hear Zeke speak. But that's lovely, Tony, that you're walking with Ezekiel. And again, highlights after highlights. We started on the show once again with highlights of Cody Rhodes from last week, and now we're watching some highlights from 2 weeks ago, from last week. Let's see what happens here, because we're seeing on our television screens right now RK Bro and the Usos. So let's see how this goes down. And Street Profits, of course. Oh wow, look at those people behind me. They're loud. They're live for RK Bro. Okay, I see that. Some love for RK Bro from the fans here. I love that. Big Van Otis, that's right, he's here. Zeke will have his revenge. I think so too, Tony. He's gotta have his revenge. Ricky Starks and Powerhouse Hobbs and Evil Uno. And Stu Grayson tomorrow on AEW Dark. Thanks for that, Bobby. Gotta tune in. Anybody who likes those names, you gotta tune into Dark tomorrow. And AJ asked Bailey to be her commentator, for sure. Gotta do that. I'm not a big fan of this Saxton guy. Now I know why Corey Graves after Saxton all the time. This guy's, my gosh, come on, stop it right there. Thank you. Look at that. Highlights after highlights, guys. This is what Raw is all about. Look at that. Double team move to Montez Ford. We saw this last week, the main event of Raw. This was the main event of Raw last week, guys. Can you believe it? What a main event. Yeah, I wasn't the biggest fan. Alright, Dale is here. Dale, brother, good to see you. Wow, he says, love the setup. Thank you for that, brother. Thank you. I'm so glad that you love it. You know, I always try to make this better and better and better. We went from the little, the frame to the studio, and now we are here live ringside. Live here with different camera angles and whatnot, right here on Monday Night Raw. And we're loving it. Aren't we loving it? Yes, we are loving it. It's a great time. We're all having a great time here. And speaking of great time, once again, if the highlights from Raw weren't enough, now we're on to SmackDown and we're getting some highlights from SmackDown. Are you kidding me? Come on. I remember all of it. I remember what happened on Raw last night. I remember what happened on Raw 2 weeks ago. I remember what happened on SmackDown last Friday. I don't need those highlights, but you know what? WWE is generous enough to give us a quick reminder on all of that. That's right. True recap time. That's right. This is the bathroom break of the night. All those recaps. Wonder what happens, because this is why we say it all the time, right? This is why Raw, maybe a 2-hour show would be okay, because 3 hours, maybe it's too much for them as well, because, every single week we see it, especially we saw it last week, that the second hour got really very slower than it should have had. It got really slow. So it's a tradition right now with these shows. The second hour gets very, very slow, so maybe they should just get rid of the second hour and just give us a 2-hour show, instead of just dragging it all along and making a 3-hour one. Because they only have enough content for 2 hours. The first hour was pretty good. The second hour, the Ezekiel thing was good. Now we're on to recaps. We're going to get some meaningless matches here and there, I guess. And of course, the third hour, we already have it planned. We have the wedding. We have the main event, which sounds like it's all the main event. So first hour, second hour stacked. First hour, third hour stacked. I'm sorry. Second hour, I'm not too sure. And coming out here, once again, is Randy Orton's team, RK Bro. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of RK Bro. Anybody here, you guys all know that I'm not a big fan of RK Bro. I'm not a big fan of Matt Riddle ruining Randy Orton, making him go from the Viper to the guy to, I don't know who he is. Just a fun-loving guy. And I'm not a big fan of a fun-loving Viper for sure. Look at that, yeah. And this is funny. Look at those two Vipers, the AR Vipers, wrestling each other. One of the Vipers wearing a RK Bro hat. Yeah, this is the cringy stuff that I'm not a very big fan of, right? This is childish stuff. And Randy Orton should be staying away from all the childish stuff, because after all, he's the apex predator, the Viper. He doesn't need all this kiddish stuff, but I guess that's okay. AJ, will you have a different person beside you each week? For sure, Chris, but it depends on you guys. Do you want me to be ringside every week? Or do you want me to make this an occasional thing? Maybe we do it once in a while. Maybe we do it for the pay-per-views. How would you like it? Let me know, guys, in the comments. Do you want me to be ringside for every single week, every single show? Or do you want this to be an occasional thing? Let me know what would you advise, guys, and I'll think about it. Thank you for that. And guys, my cat gave birth to 3 kittens. There you go. There you go, Mustafa. Nice, brother. Congratulations. That's great news. All right. Grandpa, Mustafa. I love that. And look at the Vipers going after each other on the AR screen. I mean, virtual stuff. All right. Wow. And we cut to commercial right there, just like that. Yeah, if you're not too sure if this is still PG, yes, it is still PG. Those AR Vipers, told the story, wrestling after, going after each other, wrestling each other on top of our screens, very cartoonish. Yeah, the show is still PG. Maybe NXT 2.0, not so PG, but Raw, still a very PG show. And you know what, guys? Unpopular opinion for sure. I don't have a lot of problem with the show being PG, because if you look at it, when I'm a parent, or when you guys are parents, I don't know if we have any parents in the chat right now, and if your kids are watching the show, I think you would prefer a more PG show. I wouldn't want, my kids looking at the show, or any kid looking at the show, and curses being thrown around and stuff like that. I wouldn't be a fan of it. So a more PG environment, I think it's for a safer programming for everybody, for all age groups. So I kind of sometimes I appreciate the whole PG programming for sure, because if you look at different companies, you look at GCW, you look at AEW, they're not so PG. So WWE offers a different platform, a different outlet for the parents out there who want to introduce their kids to professional wrestling. I think this is a different and a very nice platform for them, I guess. Unpopular opinion again, but that's what I think. Randy will turn on Riddle at Backlash. I hope that happens, Renegade. We saw Rhea Ripley turning on Liv Morgan, which I welcome with an open arms, because I think that's going to be great for both Rhea as well as for Liv. Rhea is going to be what she's so good at being from the very beginning. She's been a dark catcher with the dark outfits and whatnot. She was a natural heel, and she's going to be a heel, once again for good now, and I'm so happy that's going to be happening. And Liv Morgan is an absolute babyface, and she's probably going to be the top babyface in the company now. So this turn of Rhea on Liv is great, and I'm all in for it. And Randy turning on Riddle will be great too, because Randy is a natural heel. We know he's the Viper, the Apex Predator, the Legend Killer, and this guy's gotta be heel. So I would love that for sure. Chris says, do ringside for SmackDown and AEW, and then next week back to studio, then ringside for pay-per-views. There you go. I see that, Chris. I see that. Somebody's loving the ringside stuff. Okay, alright, let's do that. AJ Amber Noah wrestled against Layla Gray yesterday on Shine Wrestling. That's nice. I heard some buzz about that one. I heard that was a good match. By the way, guys, I would like to ask everybody here, what do you think about Amber Noah as a wrestler? She appeared on the show. I mean, we did a nice interview together. I've got a lot of respect for her. But I hear a lot of different opinions when it comes to Amber Noah. I hear stuff that people say that she's great. Some people say that she's not too great. And, oh my gosh, Byron, stop. Thank you. But some people say she's maybe not that great in the ring. What do you guys think about Amber Noah? Let me know. And Dale says, and Clay says, by the way, first said, put Bailey in commentary. All right, Clay, for sure. And Dale says, rumors that is Rhea is joining on Edge's stable. I wouldn't be mad. And it could be Rhea for sure. I think Rhea would be a very good fit. Liv Morgan, I think I would have appreciated her joining too, but her as a babyface, I think it makes more sense. She's a very likable character, Liv Morgan. So if she's a babyface and if fans love her, I think she's gonna be a superstar. She's gonna be the face of babyfaces in the women's division. So I think it makes sense. And Rhea joining the Edge faction, it's gonna do wonders for Edge's faction, and it's gonna do wonders for Rhea Ripley. So I appreciate that. I think I'd like that, Dale. If that happens, I'd like that. Dale, also there are rumors going around. We touched on this earlier, that apparently Roman Reigns and Becky Lynch are being kept off television because they're gonna be cut. They're going to be released on April 28th. I don't buy those rumors myself, but there are rumors going on right now. So what do you think about those, Dale? Or anybody here? Let me know your opinion, your thoughts on the fact that possibly, according to dirt sheets, Roman and Becky are going to get cut. Let me know what you think about those rumors. For me, I'm not buying those, but let me know what do you guys think. And what else do we have here? Let's take a look. Our buddy True says that everyone except Randy. Okay, everyone except Randy is going to turn on Rhea. Yeah, that's right. Everyone expects Randy to turn heel. That's why it needs to be Riddle who turns on Randy. Yeah, that's true. That's also true. A little bit of swerve, a bit of an unpredictable turn right there. I think that'd be nice. But again, Randy Orton is a natural heel. We all know him as an Apex Predator, as a Viper. So I would like for him to turn heel too, because I want that devilish, that demonic Randy Orton. I would love that. I crave that demonic Randy Orton that we had back in, I believe, 2009. That was a crazy, crazy Randy Orton. I want that back. So if we get that, I'd be very happy. But if we get Matt Riddle as a heel and Randy Orton does his own thing, I will be happy too, because at the end of the day, I want Randy Orton solo, because I think he did a good job solo, but as a team, and especially in a team with Matt Riddle, it's holding him back. So I want him solo. I would not have a problem if he's turning heel, or if Matt Riddle is turning heel. I would not have a problem. And Tony says, I'm having some strong vibes that Seth Rollins' opponent, handpicked by Cody Rhodes, Rollins' opponent. No. Seth Rollins. I think Cody Rhodes' opponent is going to be handpicked by Seth Rollins tonight. That's what's happening here. Yeah, or it could be Tommaso Ciampa. We'll see what happens. But I believe, brother, what's happening here is that Cody Rhodes will be wrestling in the main event tonight, and his opponent will be handpicked by Seth Rollins. That's the way it's going to go down. So Tommaso Ciampa could be it for sure. I was thinking maybe Otis, maybe Veer Mahan, but since we've already seen Veer, and his new gimmick is to send people to the hospital, it's definitely not going to be Veer Mahan. It could be Otis, as you say, Tommaso Ciampa. This guy needs to main event too. He was a big deal on NXT. It has been very quiet on the main roster so far, so I guess Tommaso Ciampa makes a lot of sense for sure. So I would love that for sure, brother. That's a good pick. And Lance says that's the most stupid rumor. There you go. I love that. What do you mean cut? By cut, I meant that they're probably gonna get released. That is what the dirt sheets are talking about right now. I don't think it's gonna happen though. They cannot cut Roman Reigns or Becky Lynch. The two top stars, they can't do it. And they cut Roman, they might as well cancel SmackDown. That's right, Lance. The guy has been carrying the roster, the brand. If you go to WWE.com right now, and if you look at the SmackDown roster, the roster is thin as air. The roster is thin, all right? The real big stars on the roster are literally the bloodline. That's what's carrying SmackDown right now. So for them to get cut, yeah, I agree with that, Lance. I love that. I don't see Riddle turning on Randy, but that's me. There you go. I think Riddle, obviously, there's one thing to Riddle. He appeals to a lot of the younger audience. Even though Riddle himself is like 35 plus, I believe he's 36 years old now, or 35. He still appeals to a lot of the younger audience. He comes out with a scooter. He looks like a total bro, acts like a total bro, chewing gum, whatnot. So a lot of the younger teenagers can relate to this guy. So for him to turn heel, yeah, might not be very cool for those people. So I see that point too, Renegade. I do see it. But Veer is a heel. That's right. Veer is a heel for sure. AJ, remind me to watch WWE Evil on Peacock. Alright, Tony, I'll remind you. You've set the reminder right here on this clock. I'll remind you. Amber Noah is great in ring. She should accept Deonna Purrazzo's Champ Challenge at Impact Wrestling. Gail Kim or Scott D'Amore book that match for sure. I would love that. Deonna Purrazzo, by the way, if you guys don't watch Impact Wrestling, you gotta start watching Impact Wrestling just for the sake of Deonna Purrazzo. For sure, what a wrestler she is. What a great legend she is. I love her. Much love for her. I also did an interview with her not too long ago, which I believe I would call her one of my favorite interviewees because, you know, she is just so good. And she keeps kayfabe alive. If you watch my interviews, a lot of the interviews that I do to promote the pay-per-views, like I've done interviews for WrestleManias, for a lot of the Impact Wrestling pay-per-views to sell the pay-per-views. And these interviews that I do, I keep kayfabe alive, for sure. I keep them alive. And when I did it with Deonna, she also kept kayfabe alive, which I really appreciate. So definitely, Deonna is one of the best out there. I pick RK Bro, says Chris. I love that, brother. I love that. Some love for RK Bro right now, as we see here. And look, you have the audience behind me also going after RK Bro. Love that. Look at that. It's great. Perfect, guys. Perfect. Look at that. All right. And they're killing it in the ring right now. Riddle is killing it. Look at Randy Orton looking totally surprised. And with that being said, we go to commercial. Just like I said, guys, second hour of Raw, not the best. Not the best. It's a slow-paced match. We're 30 minutes done with the second hour as well, so slowly getting into the main event scene, slowly getting into the wedding thing. Let's see how this goes down. WWE is getting me tired, says Andy. There you go, Andy. You're not too happy with tonight's Raw. Everybody here, I would like to ask you, Andy, and everybody, what do you think of Raw so far? Do you like it? We already know that our buddy Lance here gave it a 2 out of 10 so far, so he's not a big fan of tonight's Raw, but I would like to ask everyone, what do you think about Raw so far? For me, I would say I'm having a lot of fun here, calling the action with all of you. It's such a pleasure, such an honor, such a privilege, so I'm having fun, but the show itself, if you look at from the very beginning, we got the same old thing with Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins opening the show. So I'm going to give it not the best points. I wasn't very happy with the opening. I think we've seen it for 3 weeks in a row now. So, come on, we need some change. And apart from that, I guess the big thing, the best thing about Raw so far, the most notable thing has been Rhea Ripley turning on Liv Morgan. That's been the most notable thing that we've seen so far. Apart from that, it's just been some Sonya Deville, some little bit of Bianca Belair, but nothing too really eyebrow raising, if you may, right? And you got the Ezekiel Kevin Owens thing going on as well. Not that big of a deal. So far, the only notable thing, I believe Rhea Ripley turning on Liv. But I can see here, the child says it's going to be 4 out of 10 so far. Dale says boring Raw so far. Jason gives it a 6. I love that. And True says it's been decent but predictable. That's right. That's one thing about tonight's show. It's been decent, but it's been predictable for sure, 100%. And just like, guys, I must tell everybody here, right? This is my one thing that I keep forgetting to tell you guys. All right, so we're going to be having the Predictions Championship, the Wrassingh Prediction Championship, which is gonna be on the line at WrestleMania Backlash. And to win the championship, all you have to do is predict the matches correctly. That's all you have to do. And the two people who get the most predictions right are gonna win some big prizes at WrestleMania Backlash. You know, we saw it for WrestleMania. You know, the people who won big prizes, they've already been shipped out to you guys. So those prizes, the Wrassingh merchandise, which available right now on Pro Wrestling Tees, is on the way to you right now. But at WrestleMania Backlash as well, you're gonna be having some big prizes on the line. And of course, the person who gets the most predictions right is gonna be our Wrestling Prediction Champion. So make sure to tune into the watch along for WrestleMania Backlash, as we're gonna be having the Wrestling title on the line, and of course some big prizes to be given away. So make sure to tune in. It's gonna be good. And Dale, what number? There you go. I love that. I got 3.5 so far. Andy, I love that. Jason 6, interesting for sure. So I put everyone events together on. That's right. Yeah. Today, I guess people are just so-so. Not totally sold on the show. They're just average rating for tonight's show so far. AJ like Matt Cardona as NWA World Championship. I love that. Yeah, he's great. Matt Cardona is a title collector right now. I believe he has 7 championships right now, as of now. And he is going after the 8th one. You know, I think Andy told me about this not too long ago, earlier today, that Matt Cardona plans on going after the AEW World Championship. So that could be happening very soon. He could be adding an 8th title to the collection, which could be the AEW World Championship. Matt Cardona is everywhere. And if Tony Khan wants to have him on board, he could be going after, and he could be taking hostage, the AEW World title. Let's see how this goes down. But right now, he's got 7 titles. The GCW. You talk about the GCW one. You got to talk about the Impact Wrestling title. You talk about the, of course, the NWA World Championship. He's got 7 championships under his belt. The 8th one could be the AEW World Championship. 5 so far. I love that. I'm currently the World Champion. That's right. Andy is currently the WrestleNews Prediction Champion. So if you win at WrestleNews Backlash, WrestleMania Backlash, you're going to be taking away the title from Andy. And Andy is one of the very best. Right, Andy? You are. That's right. The show is back on the air, and we can see here Randy Orton and Matt Riddle doing what they do best. Bromance running wild as Randy Orton and Matt Riddle going after the double DDT on the Street Profits right now. Look at that. Cardona is coming for the AEW title. That's right, Andy. Looking forward to that. And the referee doesn't bother. I mean, you know, all the competitors were in the ring right there. Matt Riddle was in the ring right there. But the referee didn't bother counting down to the 5 as he should. According to the rules, if you have somebody who's not the legal opponent in a tag team match in the ring, you should be counting down to 5. But the referee didn't bother. He's like, you guys have your movement. And look at that. As Matt Riddle was going to go for the RKO, and he was stomping on the ground hard, the Usos music hits, you know, and the lights and everything distracts Matt Riddle. He looks towards the stage, taking advantage of that. The Street Profits take advantage of the distraction. They go after Randy Orton, pushing him off the apron, and they go after Matt Riddle with the double tag team move right there, going for the cover. 1, 2, and 3, and there you go. There you go. RK Bro get the loss here, and Street Profits with a win. Good for them. Good for them. Street Profits go over RK Bro with the little distraction from Usos, who physically were not there. The Usos were not there physically, but they were there in spirit, and we saw their little, you know, entrance music, their Tron go on, which distracted the RK Bro and resulted into their loss tonight right here. What a setup. Win by Street Profits. There you go. What a setup. What a setup. That's right. Street Profits wins. That's right, Dale. Bobby says, I was happy to see Willow Nightingale accept. That's right. It was a good match. Willow Nightingale versus Deanna was great. And who will be the next one? Who's going to accept the challenge next? We have to see. Bobby, you predicted that very beautifully. Good stuff. Tracy Brooks will be on GAW TV that you can see on YouTube this Wednesday. All right. We've got to take a look for sure. All right. Street Profits, you're cutting a promo.
Tell them, man. But you know what? Let that be a lesson to everybody, including RK Bro. The Usos ain't the only tag team you need to be worried about. It's the Street Profits. Because the Street Profits are up, and we want to slow.
Okay. All right, a little promo from the Street Profits. They say, you know, the Raw Tag Team Champions, RK Bro, the Usos are not the only tag team you should be worried about. Also, the Street Profits are here, and you should be concerned about us as well. And Randy Orton, Matt Riddle, not looking too happy. AJ Styles, by the way, backstage. Let's see what this is all about.
We gotta throw hands. Watch what happens here. AJ Styles talking about the conflict with... Yeah, watch what happens. Attack from behind.
Can I just say that tonight, maybe, alright, this is gonna be surprising because I was just talking about this earlier. Maybe the second hour of Raw is not too shabby tonight. Yes, you know, we saw the Ezekiel promo, the Ezekiel segment, the Ezekiel match. We saw the little tag team match. It didn't do much, but it did something. It kept us entertained. It was more than just a meaningless match being put in here and there. So the second hour of the show has not been too shabby, not been too bad tonight. It's been alright. And now we're getting a little highlight once again from last week, right? We're getting some highlights from how they attacked AJ Styles backstage, and you know, of course, the very devilish, demonic side of Damian Priest, as you can see right there. We're getting some highlights, but you know, it's been relevant. The second hour of the show has been relevant tonight. You can see a little backstage segment here featuring Damian and Edge.
Why are Edge and Damian Priest so set on making AJ Styles' life so miserable? Well, apparently, you all need to be reminded as to who the hell we are.
David's right. Last week was mind games.
I love that.
This side of me has always been there. It's just been dormant.
This is great.
These seeds were planted over 20 years ago when I was in the Brood, the Ministry of Darkness. But how soon you all forget. Only this version of that man is much more dangerous.
What is going on here?
Those seeds will be watered by our opponent's tears. You know, all of you are asking why. Why is this happening? You can't get it through your Cro-Magnon skulls. AJ Styles can't understand, but he's a man of the people. He's one of you, so that makes sense.
Okay.
It's real simple. We haven't lived up to our true capabilities. We haven't used what destiny has given us. Here's an example. Last year at WrestleMania, Damian Priest played supporting act to Bad Bunny. Damian was the glue, but Little Bunny got all the glory. And the fact that sailed over everyone's heads is that without Damian Priest,
Alright, so they're here to demand respect, they're here to demand their spotlight. They say that this has been 20 years in the making. 20 years ago when I was a part of the Brood, this is what's happening here. I'm here to demand respect, demand recognition, because we haven't been used properly, we haven't been getting the spotlight. Last year at WrestleMania, Damian Priest was in a match against Bad Bunny, but everybody give a pat on the back to Bad Bunny. No, come on, Byron, don't look at me, thank you. But everybody give a pat on the back to Bad Bunny. Nobody cared about Damian Priest. Nobody realized that if it wasn't for Damian Priest, Bad Bunny wouldn't have had a match. So he's here, and they are here to demand respect, to demand recognition.
Finally, and all it took was 2 years for our WWE universe to become the jaded lemmings and malcontents with an attention span of a gnat or a TikTok video to start complaining about the fact that I was back. I'm here too much. I'm here not enough.
All right, so he says that, you know what, I came back, people were happy to see me, but now people on TikTok, WWE fans everywhere, that's right, true. Edge with the hometown heat, there you go, that's right. Edge was in the Ministry of Darkness, and he's a very dark guy. And I'll tell you what, true. Everybody, I have, you know, when I spoke with Edge in person, I've seen him interact with people in a first hand. He's a funny guy. Like, every time he's talking, every other sentence is a joke. This guy loves to laugh. He loves to have fun. He's a very chill, laid-back dude. And for him to, you know, be such a dark character and do it so beautifully, it amazes me how he does it. Because this guy has all his bones in his, all the bones in his body are funny bones. You talk about somebody having a funny bone. This guy, every single bone in his body is a funny bone. He loves to laugh. He loves to make jokes, have fun. And for him to pull off such heel characters and dark characters, it's incredible. Look at that. And how beautifully he does it. He does it so beautifully.
Judgment Day.
Wow. Gotta love that little promo right there from Edge. Love it. And Damian Priest has never looked better. That's right. Damian Priest has never ever looked better. This is gonna do wonders for Damian Priest, and it's gonna do wonders, of course, for Edge as well. And look at that. Alright, they've got the AR effects here. Austin Theory, when he comes out, you've got his selfies flying all over the place. This is wow, this is tripping me out. But I guess that's okay. And let's see what else do we have here. Sounds like Street Profits, the turning heel. That's what it seemed like. Yep. and Edge Family Office. I love that. I love that name, Tony. Edge Family Office is great. Marina Shafir versus Alejandra Lyon tomorrow on AEW Dark. Interesting. Okay, Edge with the hometown heat. Gotta love that. And up next, which means we're going to commercial break once again. Up next is gotta be Austin Theory versus Finn Balor. And just like I said, tonight's Raw, maybe it's just booked well. Maybe they've got a lot going on tonight. But tonight's Raw, the second hour, has not been too bad. Yes, we got a lot of highlights. We got some highlights from SmackDown, with Roman Reigns and whatnot. We got some highlights once again. So 2 different highlight packages. We did see them during the second hour, but it's not been too bad because there has been some relevant action going on. We did get the Ezekiel, test lie detector thing. Also in the second hour, we got that little tag team match with RK Bro and the Street Profits. Also in the second hour, and of course we got this little backstage segment featuring the Brood. Also in the second hour, so it's not been too bad. The second hour of the show, surprisingly, has been nice. Has been good. Now, we all just gotta wait for the last hour of the show, because the last hour could be, wow, it could be surprising, because in the last hour of the show, guys, we've got the wedding that's gonna be taking place. That's right, and the last hour of the show, we've got 2 weddings. We've got Dana Brooke getting married to Reggie. Reggie, by the way, congratulations. And we've got, of course, thank you, don't. Look away. Thanks. All right. We've also got, apart from that, we've also got, 2 weddings. So we have Dana Brooke and Reggie. And, of course, we've got the other wedding also that's going to be taking place between Tamina Snuka and Akira Tozawa. Both the weddings are going to be officiated by R-Truth. So it's going to be interesting. Let's see how that goes down. That's going to be the last hour of the show. Along with the main event of the night, which is going to be Cody Rhodes versus an opponent, which is going to be handpicked by Seth Rollins. So Seth Rollins is going to be choosing an opponent for Cody Rhodes, and we'll see who that is going to be. Is it going to be a debuting star? Is it going to be one of the bigger stars on the show? Is it going to be Tommaso Ciampa? As Tony said, that's a very good pick. We'll find that out. Edge, how's your brother Christian Cage? I love that, Tony. I love that. And when I asked Edge the question about Big Show, this was an interview that I did with Edge right before his match against all these people at WrestleMania 27. I said that the last time you were in a triple threat match was at WrestleMania 25 when you fought John Cena and the Big Show. So how do you feel about that? And him being a WWE guy, he just couldn't answer. Couldn't really talk about a AEW star. So he really dodged around the answer, and he was like, you know what, I don't even remember that. So that's a funny answer from him. So, Edge is an interesting personality, and he would not talk about an AEW star. He will not talk about them, for sure. That's right. And what female is smarter than male? Look at that. Edge was really good acting on TV series The Vikings. That's right, Andy. Absolutely. Edge is really good. No matter what he does, he does it well. A very good promo by Edge, as Dale says it right there. This guy just loves to act, and he does it so well. And you know what? Since he did such a good job with the Vikings, I wouldn't have actually minded if he was the king or the leader of the Viking Raiders. I think he could have done a good job here as well. But I guess that's okay. The Brood is suiting him just fine, and the work that he's doing with Damian Priest right now, suiting him just fine. And to see Rhea Ripley standing right next to Damian Priest as Edge sits on the throne will be incredible. So I look forward to that. I look forward to Rhea Ripley joining the faction. It will be amazing. It will be amazing for sure. Dream match, says Tony. Cody Rhodes versus Roderick Strong, undisputed baby, for sure. That'd be a nice one. That'd be a nice one. If WWE wanted to swerve people, then Balor retains, but then more likely Theory wins. I see that. Yeah, let's see. A disqualification or count out. Anything going down tonight? We'll find out. Had this been SmackDown, maybe we could have seen a Pat McAfee interference. But right now, I don't think Austin Theory has heat on anybody. I don't think anybody cares about Austin Theory right now to interfere in the match. But we'll see what happens. And Rhea Ripley faction coming. That's what, the child, a lot of people are saying that Rhea Ripley faction could be coming. It could be happening very soon. We could be seeing Rhea Ripley joining forces, of course, with, Edge and Damian Priest, the Brood. That could be happening very, very soon, as we say here. Wrestling Man, you don't like putting who's wrestling on screen stream? Okay, I see that. Who's wrestling? We do that. I do that whenever we're on studio. We play some 2K22, and the 2K22 basically tells you who's wrestling. But right now we're live here on Raw, so I'm ringside. I can't control the graphics, but hopefully somebody else will. And look at that. A little backstage segment with AJ Styles, and the lights go off, the light flickers, and you see them right there. Edge and Damian Priest are backstage in the locker room along with AJ Styles, and they're attacking AJ Styles right there. Look at that. Wow. And when they appear, the lights go dark and the lights go purple, and they're going after AJ as we speak. That's brutal. Wow. Poor AJ. You gotta feel bad for AJ. Wow. Terrible. Wow, they place his arm in the drawer and they close its lid over and over again on AJ Styles, as we saw right there. AJ Styles is screaming in pain, screaming in agony right there, and Edge and Damian Priest are just laughing. They're having fun as AJ Styles lays down there, screaming in pain, screaming in agony. That is not nice at all. That's terrible. Look at that. That's horrible. And with that being said, we're back ringside, and you can see Jerry Lawler, Jimmy Smith, and Byron Saxton here. I don't know what commentary, I don't know where these people came from, because we know the real commentary team is right here. Byron and myself. This is the real commentary team going on right now. And Edge should win the Intercontinental Championship or the US Championship, says Mustafa. Let's see what happens, brother. Let's see what happens. I would like for him to go for the world title, but we'll find out. AJ shouldn't abandon Omos. Yeah, that's right. Shouldn't have done that. It's gotta be funny if Seth Rollins selecting MJF as, oh, that'd be hilarious. And we know, I don't know, a lot of people say, the dirt sheets say that MJF wants to get out of the whole AEW contract. He's not happy that his contract expires in 2 years. He wants to go over to the WWE. I think it's kayfabe. I think it's just him selling his character, his heel character, to the AEW fans, because nothing gets the AEW fans angrier than the fact that their favorite AEW star could be going over to the WWE. So I think that's exactly what he's trying to do. He's playing the fans, and he's not actually going over to the WWE. But we'll find out. We will eventually find out for sure. And True says they jump Styles. That's right. The purple light. Yeah, the purple light. I love the fact that the purple light comes out whenever the Brood is run. So does that mean that when they wrestle in the ring, we could also be seeing the purple light throughout the match? We saw it last week. That Damian Priest, when he was celebrating his victory, we saw that purple spotlight on him. So could we be seeing a little Sin Cara kind of thing here? That whenever they're wrestling, we see the purple lights all over the place? I would not mind that. But we'll find that out. And look at that, the US Champion Finn Balor coming out here. And if I'm looking at his title, it's making me nervous, because his title strap, it doesn't look too tightened. It looks like it's a little loose, so if he just jumps around, his title might come flying off. So hopefully, yeah, he's got it under control though. Good for him. All right. Because we've seen those botches before, that the title is not tightly wrapped around the waist and it comes flying off during the entrance. But here, it looks okay. All right, good for him. Good for him. And what if Cody's opponent is Brock Lesnar? Oh, Brock Lesnar. Speak of Suplex City. That's interesting. I would love for Cody's opponent to be Brock Lesnar, I'll tell you. It would be great. And you can hear the fans behind me here are making some noise too. They want Suplex City. Look at that. Ah, the fans are happy. Now, I would love Brock Lesnar to be Cody's opponent. It would be great. Cody versus Brock, can you imagine? That's a pay-per-view level match, right? But I don't think we're going to be getting it so soon. And I don't think Brock Lesnar is going to be appearing so soon. I think he's on a little vacation right now, which he's going to enjoy for sure. And yeah, I don't think we're going to be getting it just so fast. But eventually, I think Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar match is overdue, and it's got to happen. It's got to happen. Liam Neeson has been making the same movie for 20 years. I see that. True. I see that. If WWE wanted to swerve people, then Balor did. That's right. Liam Neeson. I see that. I love that. I love that. AJ, I was thinking maybe we will see Alex Garcia or Trish Adora or Mandy Leon accepting the Deanna Prazo Champ Challenge. Could happen. For sure. And with that being said, the referee is about to call for the bell. We're going to be having the Austin Theory versus Finn Balor match starting anytime soon now. It's going to be a good match. Austin Theory just showing off right now, as he always does. Yep. Why wouldn't he, right? He's got everything going for himself. He's got the Vince McMahon, love. He's got the love from the fans, at least a few fans. He's got it all going. He's got it all going for himself. And Chris says, I like Finn. Love that. Tony says, Theory is going down. How you like Veer tonight? That's a great question, child. I think Veer is good. But just like I said previously, there is some character development that WWE needs to do. I think he's got it all going. He worked hard during the time he was away. Jinder Mahal said it, that while he was away, he put in a lot of hours into the gym and to dieting and whatnot, got into the best shape, got a whole new moveset and whatnot. So he looks great. He in the ring, he works great. He's athletic and whatnot. But WWE really needs to put in some time and effort into this character development. Without it, he's just another big guy. And if you can see right there, Austin Theory has Finn Balor locked in the headlock, and with the shoulder tackle, Finn Balor goes down. So Austin Theory with the first laugh here on Monday Night Raw in this championship match. Lance says, I want Finn Balor to win, but it's obvious he will lose. And you know what, Lance, it's a very good one, because tonight's show has been very, very predictable, to the point where sometimes it feels like it's painfully predictable. But we'll see. Is this match also going to be predictable? Is Austin Theory going to win? Or if he wins, is he going to win the championship, or is Finn Balor going to retain? We'll see how that goes. But yes, Lance says that he wants Finn to win, but it seems like he's going to lose. Everybody here, let me know, who do you think is going to win here? Is it going to be Austin? Is it going to be Finn? Or is it going to end in a disqualification? Let us know. And the child says, is Bobby Lashley? That's right, Bobby Lashley has been absent, right? We haven't seen him at all. We did see him last week with the whole Bobby Lashley MVP Lounge thing, where he destroyed the furniture of the MVP Lounge, but we haven't seen them tonight. And I don't think we're going to be seeing them at all tonight, which is interesting. Good thing you brought that up. Right. And I like Finn. I love that. Yeah, Finn is great for sure. Yeah. Shane versus Theory will happen at some point. Shane versus Theory, it's got to happen, right? Who is Mr. McMahon's favorite child? Who is the favorite child? Is it the real son, Shane McMahon? Or is it the, I don't know what kind of a son he is, or why does he love Austin Theory so much? Is it Austin Theory? So that will be an interesting match for sure. I love that. And Austin Theory is dominating so far. I am surprised. I still remember the night when Finn Balor made his main roster debut and he went over Roman Reigns. He defeated Roman Reigns clean in that match, which is something that back then was uncalled for. It's still uncalled for right now, but back then they were pushing Roman Reigns as the guy, the babyface. And for Finn Balor to go over Reigns really spoke volumes. And then he won the championship, the Universal title, and then he got injured. And ever since then, it's been a journey down the hill. And look at that. Now Austin Theory is dominating. He is dominating. And with that being said, we switch to commercials just like that. Wow. A quick commercial right here from the WWE once again, which really brings me to the question here, guys. I was on the YouTube comment section the other day under a WWE video. It was an Austin Theory video, and in the comment section, I saw that there were a lot of people who were talking about how good Austin Theory is, and how a lot of people just saw it from miles away that he was going to be a big star. So I'd like to ask all of you, do you see what Vince McMahon and what a lot of people see in Austin Theory? Because I've been trying hard to see it, but so far I have failed at it, and I've failed at it miserably. I have been trying hard, and trust me, hard. I want to get behind Austin Theory. I want to get on the Austin Theory hype train, but I have not been able to. But let me know if you are a fan of Austin Theory, or if you see him as talented or as an appealing performer. Let me know. And Dale says Austin Theory will win. What does kayfabe mean? Kayfabe means anything that's real in the wrestling world and not real in real life, right? That's what kayfabe means. All right, Finn Balor should keep it up. But I see Austin Theory is taking it to stun the audience. Yeah, Andy, that's what everybody here thinks. It's got to be Austin Theory, which makes me feel also that's got to be Theory. We'll see. Shane would be great. Yes, absolutely. Commercials once again. Lance says WWE does do a good job. Oh wait, WWE does not do a good job of telling their stories. Roman versus Seth was completely dropped and not explained. Similarly, Bobby is deserving of another title shot, but nothing is explained. I don't see much in Theory. That's right. So this is one thing that I actually brought up when I was interviewing this poor guy, Aiden English, right? And why would I call him poor? Because he actually went on to say that the whole vaudevillains thing that he was doing, he thought that was great. He thought that it had a lot of potential. But he said that I had so many ideas, I had a lot of creative stuff going on behind the vaudevillains, but we never got the platform, we never got the opportunity, we never got the microphone, I never got the TV time to explain to the audience what the vaudevillains was all about. So, it could have been something great. He had something beautiful in his mind, but WWE never actually gave him that opportunity, or they never themselves came up with any creative to put them over as a team. And similarly, I spoke with Victor from The Ascension also not too long ago, and he also had similar complaints. He said, we used to see for NXT takeovers and for the main roster pay-per-views, we used to see all these big hype packages and the vignettes for all these wrestlers and the backstage interviews. WWE never came up to us to do a backstage interview. They never made any vignettes for us. They never made any, hype packages for us explaining our characters, or never let us explain what the Ascension was all about. So this is what they do. The storytelling, which WWE should be very popular for, and it is very popular for, they somehow managed to not be so good at it anymore. They are lazy with it, or maybe they give the storylines that they think it's gonna work some time, but the storylines that they don't fully believe in themselves, they don't give it any time or attention, and that's what sucks. I absolutely agree with you, Lance. Yep, the storytelling for some teams or for some people it works, but for a lot of people it just does not work. And kayfabe is shorthand. Thank you for that. Thank you for the explanation right there, Renegade. Very well. Thank you. I don't see it with Theory also says true. I love that. AJ, you like Mohamed Salah, the soccer player? Random question of the night. I love that question. Well, I'll tell you what. Wrestling keeps me really busy that I don't really get to check out other sports. But I'm pretty sure somebody in the comments here will be able to answer that. Anybody here a fan of this soccer player, Mohamed Salah? Let us know if you are, because I don't watch soccer, unfortunately. I do watch it, but only for the World Cup, once in 4 years. But other than that, I have no idea. But I'm pretty sure he must be a good player, brother. Pretty sure. Austin Theory is a mid-card talent champion at the best. Yep, Gary, I do feel so as well. But, online I'm seeing people be like, he's great. He's going to be the future of the company. He's the next John Cena. But I fail to see it. I wear my sunglasses. I take off my sunglasses. I wear my actual, prescription glasses. But I still don't see Austin Theory as the future at all. So I fail to see it. I do. And there you go. I love that. Age of breaking news: Kushida moved to alumni section. Does that mean that maybe he will get released? Wow, it could happen. If he's been moved to the alumni section, I guess he's already released. Interesting, Bobby. Thanks for that. And look at that. Austin Theory going for the cover, and Finn Balor kicks out at a 2. Austin Theory's got to win this one. It's written all over the place. He's got to win this one for sure. And everybody who's watching us for the first time ever, don't be shy. Be a part of the conversation. Join the chat. Let your voice be heard. Be the voice of the voiceless. And let me know. What do you feel about the show tonight? Let us know. Chat with us. And let's see what else do we have here. Andy says if Theory does win the title, he needs to give it all appreciation to Johnny and Candice. They thought, yeah, that's right. That's true. That is true. Speaking of Candice, she's still with the company, I believe. I think we spoke about this a few days ago as well. What's going to happen with her? Is she going to come back? Is she going to, join her husband to whatever promotion he's going to? Because Gargano has been one of the very few wrestlers who has left the company, but he does not speak ill of the company, which I'm so glad that he does not, because there's no reason to speak ill of the company. I mean, WWE has given him a platform and really made him a star, really. So I'm glad that Gargano has not joined a lot of the other wrestlers in talking ill about the company. Actually, he said that he has some unfinished business with the WWE, so he might actually come back. So we could be seeing him come back too, but it's good and it's refreshing to see him not speak ill about the company after leaving. It's great. So no bridges have been burned. He could be coming back, which I'm so glad that it's gone down this way. And Bobby says, I like Austin Theory since NXT. I see that. All right. We in the third hour officially. That's right. Thank you for that, the child. We are in the third hour, which is great. And look at the big power bomb out of nowhere from Finn Balor to Austin Theory going for the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out. This has been a sweet show. Not too bad. A sweet show. And the transition from the second hour to the third hour was easy and nice and fluent, right? No problem whatsoever. We just eased into the third hour like no biggie. I love that. And we're in the third hour right now. Austin Theory has been power bombed hard from Finn Balor. He's down. He looks dazed. Finn Balor slowly getting up to his feet. And so is Austin Theory. Austin Theory was going to go for the big one, but Finn Balor with a kick and with a chop. And Austin Theory looks like he's in a lot of pain right now. Finn Balor with another kick. Austin Theory, wow, with a little... Wow, he's got Finn Balor down, going after his throat right there, which had Finn Balor down for a second. He's still down, still tending to his throat. And Finn Balor with a roll-up out of nowhere, and now with a big boot to the chest and another big boot. And look at those kicks to the chest and the back of Theory. Finn Balor is frustrated. The fans are behind him. And Finn Balor going for the big one. Look at that, beautiful. And Austin Theory is dazed. The signature move connects, and now he's going for the big one right there. Look at that. All right, into the corner, and down goes Austin Theory. This could be it, guys. This could be it. I want the Finn Balor from NXT. That's right, Renegade. That's the Finn Balor I want. That's the Finn Balor I'm here from. This one is not an upgrade. It's a downgrade. That's right. And does Vince see Theory as the next John Cena? He definitely does. He sees something in him, which we fail to see. And look at that. All right, Austin. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful move from the top rope, from Austin Theory to Wow, Finn Balor, and going for the cover, Finn Balor kicks out at a 2.9. That was just an inch away. The hand of the referee was just an inch away from the mat. That could have been over, but Finn Balor kicks out. Near fall by Theory, that's right. Triple H thinks Austin Theory is as big as Roman Reigns. I fail to see it, brother. I fail to see it, but Triple H is high on a lot of people, and I'm so glad that he is, But but Austin Theory won, I don't get it. And there's the superstar Wendy Chu, and we love to have fun about Wendy Chu because she's always sleeping on NXT. She shows up in her pajamas and her sleeping bag and her toy and the bottle, the sipper and whatnot. She looks like she's ready to sleep, or she just woke up from sleep. And Triple H also is very high on her. And when Triple H was around before the whole cardiac event, Wendy Chu was actually doing well on NXT. When he left, they made her into this sleeping character and this awfully, I don't want to even call her a comical character, an awful character. And now that Triple H is back, I guess we could be seeing her getting some spotlight and getting her some main event time on NXT. We'll see. But he's also very high on Wendy Chu. I'm not a fan of Moxley, way too disrespectful out on his way. It's best. Yes, I agree. And you know what? In this business, Brother Lance, you know that... Oh, wait a second. By the way, Austin Theory gets Finn Balor down. Big move right there. And going for the cover. And just like that, we have a new U.S. champion. Austin Theory picks up the win. And you can see the fans behind me are jumping. I don't understand why they're happy. But Austin Theory is your new United States champion. He pins Finn Balor clean. He pins him clean, which goes on to show that Finn Balor means nothing, man. He means nothing right now. If this is not obvious already, he means nothing to the company. He's I don't know. Yeah, he just jobbed out to Austin Theory, guys. Finn Balor just jobbed out to Theory. A former Universal Champion just jobbed out to Austin Theory. Just like that. A clean pin. A clean win over Finn Balor from Austin Theory, and that is your new United States Champion. I believe that Vince McMahon must be very happy right now. Look at that. AJ Fightful has confirmed that Kushida has left the WWE. All right, so the cuts are coming in already. I see that. Thanks for that, Andy. Thanks for that, Bobby, for sure. Heist of the year. That's right. Theory's the new champion. And look who's coming out here. Are you kidding me? The whole locker room comes out?
It's the whole locker room.
What's happening here? I don't get it. Are you kidding me?
Well, as it all started in this United States Championship matchup with this next...
So Austin Theory wins, and the whole locker room comes out to celebrate with Austin Theory. I guess they're all trying to be on the good side of Vince McMahon. That's why they're just trying to be friends with Austin Theory here. But everybody came out. Otis came out. This guy, a big guy, I can't even recall his name. Apollo Crews' right-hand man. He comes out. And he's lifted on his shoulder. We see Cedric Alexander, who, by the way, is still part of the Hurt Business. Apparently, he comes out along with Shelton Benjamin. Everybody comes out. And look who's coming out now. Mr. McMahon. Vince McMahon himself comes out. That's right. Vince is in the house. I don't get it. Oh, my gosh. Is Austin Theory such big of a deal that everybody comes out, the locker room, Vince McMahon, everybody comes on to celebrate? Come on, where's the confetti? Where are the pyros? Give him $1 million right now. Make him world champion. What is this fuss about? I don't get the Austin Theory fuss. Anybody else gets it? Byron, do you get it? Oh, come shut up. All right, come on. What is going on here? Come on. And Vince McMahon calls Austin Theory, I believe, for a hug. Is that what's happening here? All right. Wow. And Austin Theory is now going to take $1 million selfie with Vince McMahon as your new United States champion. This is... I don't get it. I don't get it. Yes, that's right. A True is confused. I'm confused. Why is the locker room coming out? All the bad guys come out. That's right. I don't get it. Don't get it, brother. This is ridiculous. Lance says it. This is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. I don't get it. And Vince McMahon, this is the ultimate. He raises Austin Theory's hands up in victory. This is a big one. I don't think anybody in recent years, or maybe in a decade, has got such a nod from Vince McMahon. Even Roman Reigns was the guy Vince McMahon was against, right? When he was a babyface, Vince McMahon was very much against him, but he's all in favor of Austin Theory. What does this guy see in Theory that I do not? I'm so confused right now. As the child right there says, he's confused. Poor Finn Balor, right? You gotta feel so bad for him. Not only did he put Austin Theory over, Vince McMahon comes out and you see Finn Balor going down and Austin Theory going all the way up. This is be heartbreaking. And Seth Rollins backstage right now with the drip going on. All right.
Challenged Cody Rhodes to a match against an opponent of your choosing.
I'm so confused right now.
Have you decided who that person is yet?
Indeed, I have.
Wonderful. Would you be willing to share with the WWE Universe?
What? Are you dim? Do you not understand how this works?
Oh, come on.
At WrestleMania, I was stood in...
All right, so Seth Rollins says that he has confirmed and he knows who's going to be wrestling Cody Rhodes in the main event of Raw tonight, but he's not going to share with us. He's going to share with us only later tonight, so we'll have to wait a bit longer. And Chris says, Vince is cringy. I love that. I love that. Yes, he is getting cringy for sure. The faction, I don't think it's going to be a faction. I think it's just everybody pandering to Vince McMahon and just doing what the boss wants them to do. So they just came out to celebrate with Austin Theory just for the sake of Vince. And you know what? If this was not cringy enough, if this was not confusing enough, if this was not lame enough, out comes R-Truth, and he is here to officiate the weddings. That's right, the weddings of Dana Brooke and Reggie, and of course of the other the couple. That is, what's their name? Tamina Snuka and Akira Tozawa. I'm so confused. I don't get why the wedding is taking place right now. They're decorating the whole place up, with the, the flowers and the ribbons and making it nice and beautiful. The double weddings of Akira Tozawa, Tamina Snuka, and Reggie and Dana Brooke taking place is going to be up next. The third hour of the show, it's going to be coming off with this wedding. And you know what, guys? You got to be grateful. They got to be grateful for the wedding, because had it not been for this wedding, Akira Tozawa or Tamina Snuka might as well have been released in this upcoming cut. But they're not getting released. They are actually going to be enjoying honeymoon when a lot of other wrestlers are going to get released. So that's that. That's right, Renegade. It is wedding time. Officially, it is wedding time. I can see Kushida returning back to NJPW. And this is what surprises you, right? I mean, Kushida, the likes of Kushida, are getting released, but these guys, Reggie, out of nowhere, still here and getting so much TV time that a lot of other people could actually use. It's stupid. And I know that the 24/7 title was something that USA Network wanted, but really it's doing nothing right now. It's lost its relevance. R-Truth is like the 100-time or 50-time champion. It makes no sense. So come on, let's retire the championship. And this wedding time now, that's right. Kushida will do great at any company like NJPW. That's right, for sure, Bobby. And Dale, that's right, it is wedding time. Who's that? The child, that's R-Truth. Yeah, R-Truth is in the house, and he's going to be officiating the wedding. He's a funny guy, though, so watch out for him. Finn Balor could be released or moved to quietly producing. And that's interesting, right? A lot of the stars that we see now who are released, who should not be released, go to a producer's role. And we know that there are a lot of wrestlers. Kevin Owens himself said it not too long ago that when his time comes, when he's about to retire from in-ring action, he's going to either be a producer for the WWE or he's going to be a coach. But he plans on sticking around with the company for the rest of his life. He said it right there. He's going to be with the company. He's going to wrestle for the company. He's going to work for the company after his wrestling career is over. And Finn Balor could be quietly released. It could happen for sure. The catering squad's wedding. I love that. True. And the sad part is the catering apparently is not even around. When I interviewed these guys, Authors of Pain, they said the catering was delicious, was great, and they spent a lot of time in the catering section. They said week in and week out, they used to fly us down only for catering, and they said the cookies and everything, they were fantastic. Nothing beats those WWE catering cookies. But in the recent years, they've actually cut off catering too. So I believe the catering squad, they don't even have catering anymore, so they're just a squad. But they're getting married here. I guess the 24/7 title is going to get involved for sure. The weddings were supposed to be sacred. That's right. Absolutely. Chris, I'm so glad that you brought up the Dexter wedding, because look at the Dexter and Indy wedding. Where did it go? It was horrible. It started, by the way, the Dexter wedding kicked off the new era of NXT, which is horrible. But what happened with that wedding? It's meaningless right now. They don't even act like a couple. They don't even act like a married couple. They're now feuding with their boyfriend and a girlfriend. It makes no sense. On NXT, I guess they are the cringiest thing that's going on right now. Dexter and Indy. Dexter seemed like a very, serious competitor, but now that he's been paired up with Indy and whatnot, it's just super cringe. But also, they are the ones that are also pushing the limits to TV 14 on on NXT, so that is interesting too. Let's see if they actually make NXT TV 14. We'll see that. AJ, who do you want to see wrestle against Kushida? I mean, so many good ones out there, brother. So many good ones. I mean, we just saw Shota on an NJPW last weekend, so I would like to see a match between Shota and Kushida. Would be a nice one for sure. I'd like that. Yep. And I'm gonna go back to I believe we had a question that Vince McMahon came out and rudely interrupted, so I couldn't answer that. Let's see, where did it go? That's right, Lance said it right there. He said that the whole thing with Jon Moxley leaving the company and just being so disrespectful on his way out, it was not good. He should have kept it professional, but he burned that bridge. And you know, we saw it in the recent years. We saw it with Cody Rhodes. Never say never. I mean, in wrestling, you can never say never. You know, what you see seem like burned bridges might actually not be burned bridges. And there's nothing that money cannot fix. That's what Cody Rhodes has proven right here. So I guess this guy also could be coming back. One day, Jon Moxley could also be on his way back to the company. I think it will happen. But what he did was uncalled for. He shouldn't have done that. It was very ugly. And that really made me lose some respect for Jon Moxley, for Chris Jericho, and also for Renee Young. Because if you look at Renee Young's podcast, it's very toxic. It's all about going after the WWE and whatnot, which I don't appreciate a lot. Come on. Alright, with that being said, it's wedding time. It is time for some wedding fun here. Let's see how this goes down, guys.
What? Got him! Okay, alright folks, let's be for real. On a serious note, before I bring our lovely brides out, I need to remind you all, and that means every last one of you single, conniving, scheming.
I cannot believe Nikki ASH. We were supposed to take her seriously as a champion, but she stands here like a clown. And I believe she's doing that because she knows if she does not do this, she's gonna get cut and she's gonna get released. But she stands out there looking like a total clown, and I don't get it. I don't get it at all. AJ, who do you want to see her? So that's right, I spoke about that. I would love Shota versus Kushida. The best wrestling wedding happened last year on Impact Wrestling when Rosemary got married and her groom was killed. That's right, Andy. I mean, Impact Wrestling goes out there. They're so good. Yeah, they do stuff that a lot of other promotions would be so scared of doing.
What's up? What's up? Buffalo, make some noise for the lovely bride.
Oh, the bride's coming out right now. Let's see how the brides look. Let's see what they're wearing. Let's see. Let's see if they actually got bridal makeup or they just got regular makeup. That's just regular makeup. Alright. So Dana Brooke coming out right now. That's not a bridal makeup, so that's good. Alright. She's coming out here looking excited and sharing the spotlight. It is Tamina Snuka, who looks a bit too frustrated for her wedding day. That's right. She doesn't look too happy. And Sasha, oh my gosh. They really pulled Sasha Banks into this too. And Naomi, they made them the bridesmaid. Oh, come on. That's not right. That's not right. Aren't those, oh, come on. I don't get it. Aren't those your tag team champions? Aren't they supposed to be doing some more serious stuff? Well, I'm glad that Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley are not here, but come on. Sasha Banks and Naomi should not be doing this. They are the women's tag team champions of the WWE. They are representing the whole women's roster when it comes to the tag team division. They should not, and I repeat, they should not be doing this cringy stuff. I am not a big fan of this one at all. Not a big fan. I don't know about you, brother. I'm not a big fan of that. Alright, let's see. The best wedding, I agree. Rosemary was great. How about Kushida versus Trey Miguel? Would love that. AJ, do you miss when Archer talked to Little Jimmy? Do you think he should? Oh, I love that. I love that time. Little Jimmy was great. Still in my memory, still in my heart. Little Jimmy has not gone anywhere. Still in my heart, brother. I love that time. Tamina is wearing Air Force Ones. Really, she? It's funny. Thanks for that, True. Alright.
And all you schemers too. We are gathered here to join the union of Dana Brooks.
Truth. It's Brooke.
Ah. Of course.
Brooke.
Dana Brooke going after... you know what? This whole segment, it's fine. They can do whatever. But Sasha Banks being out there, along with Naomi, bothers me. And Garza is there. That is funny as hell. But Sasha being out there is is I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. And that's right, Garza is there. Gary says, I don't believe that Nikki Cross or Viking Raiders will be around too much longer. I don't think so either, you know. I'm so glad that Sarah Logan is not a part of this because this is an absolute joke. But, yeah, I don't think Viking Raiders got to be around. And Nikki said she should leave herself because look at her right now. Poor lady. A total joke. And Dana and Tamina look lovely in the wedding dresses. That's right. That's right. And Corinne says this wedding is cringe. For sure it is. And you know, if you really want to feel the cringe, look at Sasha Banks as she stands right behind R-Truth, and look at her with her facial expressions. This is funny as hell. Her facial expressions is what is making this wedding for me. It is funny as hell. All right.
Softball, he didn't hit it.
Dana Brooke has a letter here. Okay. The fans are not letting her speak.
Hold up. Give her a minute. Give her a minute. Y'all gonna want to get married one day too.
The fans are not letting her speak. Oh gosh, this is great.
Reggie,
I hope they do not.
you are my knight in shining armor.
Okay.
And for the first time, you showed your willingness to sacrifice.
That's right, Ricky. The what chants are going wild right now. Love that.
I knew you were a man of honor.
Okay.
He had integrity, y'all.
And though it took a while for our relationship to grow beyond just being friends,
Free zone.
I always knew we were meant to be. And through the ups and
Okay.
the downs,
All right.
our love has only grown stronger.
I'm about to cry, y'all. That was good.
Can I just say that R-Truth is keeping this wedding alive. And you know what? It is an awful wedding, just like Truth says right there. This wedding is awful. It's super cringe. It should not be taking place on Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw should be the premiere show of wrestling. But it is super cringy. But the only thing that's keeping it funny is R-Truth. So glad that he's here. He's keeping this thing alive for sure.
For this. Can he get... Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah.
There we go. Love that. Oh my gosh, I can't take it. You know what? Take a look at just Sasha Banks and Naomi and how they're selling this whole thing off. It is cringy. Yeah, Sasha Banks is making me cringe out right now because she knows this is cringe. We know this is cringe, and just watching her, it makes me cringe. This is stupid. Reggie's reading his oaths right now. Let's see.
Our dream come true. A goddess with everything I could ever want.
A goddess. Okay. Pushing this right now.
Through the trust issues, the temptations, all of it has put us in a path to guide us to this moment. Oh, and it has only made our love stronger.
Look at that. Oh.
Now that was deep. That was deep. Okay, we got through that one. Tamina, Tozawa.
Okay.
What she said. Oh, what I said.
Wow. Tamina has nothing to say. Come on, this is awful.
Okay, Tozawa. Tamina.
What he said.
Same.
Come on. Come on. I don't get it. Why is Akira Tozawa getting married to Tamina? It's clear that Tamina doesn't even love her. Come on. This is... I don't get it. I don't get it. And Reggie is clearly lying. That's right, true. He clearly is. Gary says this is such a waste of time. This is Cringe Fest 2022. The cringiest moment of the year is this one right here. R-Truth and Sasha is trying not to laugh for sure. Look at Sasha Banks though. Oh my gosh. This is so cringy. Why are your tag team champions here? They should not be here. Come on. True says I like Tamina. Look at that. Okay. What? What is going on here? No way. Don't tell me they just did that.
Okay, well, that was an okie doke I wasn't expecting to happen.
What is happening?
Okay,
Some couple swap going on here. What is going on here? I know, Ricky, we want to go to the next match, but Tamina has a change of heart. She wants to change the grooms. Wait a second, she wants to marry Dana Brooke now. Okay, now we're talking, and the fans are loving this. The guys are gonna get married, and Dana Brooke is gonna... No, don't tell me that. Don't tell... Oh my gosh, they're gonna make out? Make out. They're gonna make out right now, aren't they? Oh my gosh. This just escalated. We're gonna be seeing a makeout session between Reggie and Akira Tozawa, aren't we? Oh, come on. Tamina Snuka ruins the moment. Come on. Come on. I was so ready for a Reggie and Akira Tozawa makeout moment. Come on, Tamina. That's right, True. That is right. I was so ready for it. Only one love this boring section is wins. That's right, Tricky. That's right. But come on. I thought we were going to see it, but no. I wanted to see a whole different kind of smooch.
Y'all got some rings? Show them. Show the rings.
Yeah, just remember, a wedding ring is like a tournament.
Some money on that one.
All right, some rings right there.
Put it on the left finger. Put it
Okay. But Tamina already has a ring on her finger, doesn't she? What ring is that? She already has a ring on her finger.
I'm certified to pronounce you all committed. Now get the smooching on for real. Smooching way.
Okay, they're officially married. They are a married couple. Dana and Reggie a couple. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I can't look at that. I can't look at that. Oh my gosh. No. Wow. Reggie pins her down. And no, not like that. He pins her for the 24/7 title. And Tamina kicks Reggie in the face, pins him down, going for the 24/7 title too. Tamina is now 24/7 champion. And yeah. What the hell? And Tozawa pins Tamina. And Tozawa is now the champion. Dana Brooke climbing the turnbuckle. So Dana Brooke is going to go diving, isn't she? Dana Brooke goes diving on Tozawa. Look at that in the wedding gown. Alright, Dana Brooke is once again champion. What is going on here? I'm losing my mind. Are you kidding me? You gotta be kidding me. Dana Brooke is champion. Are you kidding me? And is she gonna leave without her husband? Oh my gosh, R-Truth is the real winner here. He is the real winner here. He steals Dana Brooke from her husband, and he takes Dana Brooke away, piggybanking her, takes her away. R-Truth is the real winner. He gets both the title and the lady. He gets both Dana and the 24/7 title. R-Truth was the winner of this whole segment. And gosh, you know what? I don't take breaks when I do these streams. I don't take breaks whether it's be a 12-hour stream, a 48-hour stream, a 3-hour stream. I don't take breaks. But I feel like after that segment, I want to take a break. I want to go to the washroom. I want to wash my face. I want to try to forget that segment because that was traumatizing and that was so cringy. Are you kidding me right now? You gotta be kidding me. And you know what, guys? We are now approaching the final 30 minutes of the show, and we are now approaching the main event, which means we should be diving right into the main event, make it at least 30 minutes long. But no, they want to give us some highlights from the VIP lounge from last week. Are you kidding me? Let's just get into the main event right away and do this damn thing. But no, they want to give us the whole VIP lounge and everything now. Come on. Make the main event 30 minutes, but they're not going to do that. AJ, I'm so happy to see Kayla Sparks and Katie Arquette. All right. On Raw. There you go. Some good names right there. Thanks for that, Bobby. That's nice. Good to see them as well. Take a little screenshot. Like, that's nice. I am so done. That's right, Tony. I love that. Oh, yeah. That was so cringy. WTF, Tamina won, then Tozawa, then Dana won it back. But it's R-Truth who's the real winner. He is the real winner. He took the belt. He took the girl. He got it all. That segment was so cringe. That's right, Dane. I think that was perhaps the cringiest wedding that we've ever seen, right? Wait a second. A little backstage interview that was happening with Lashley, and then they all of a sudden cut to a SmackDown commercial? Am I missing something? Come on, I don't get that. Another recap. That's right, true. HV got breaking news. Fightful reporting that Kushida is gone from the WWE. That's terrible news. Yeah, but you know what? It just opens doors for him outside of the company. But Kushida is not the first one. It's not the last one. We are going to be getting a lot of releases coming soon from the company. Today, tomorrow, until April 28th, a lot of releases can be expected. I like this wedding segment, says Bobby. All right, Bobby, I love that, brother. I love that. Yeah, it's all about entertainment, right? If the cringe entertains you, it's good. Why not? It's good. Why not? Truth indeed wins. That's right, Tony. He's a real winner. The wedding would have happened at Tamina and Dana. That's right, Andy. I was actually hyped. I was like, all right, let's make it all about the pride. Let's make it all, why not pro-love, right? Let's make it a wedding between Dana and Tamina and, of course, Reggie and Akira Tozawa. That would have made the headlines, by the way. The world would have been talking about how WWE is pro-LGBT, and I would have been all in for it. Why not? Love wins at the end of the day, and let's do that. But they refuse to do it. They stay away from controversy, and you saw it right there. I mean, had they would have done that wedding, it would have really made some headlines, but they did not. They did not. 3 out of 5 stars at the moment. I see that, Tony. You know what? 3 out of 5 stars is good. It's all right. Because I tell you what, last week's Raw was terrible. Perhaps one of the worst Raws ever. And this week, it's been controversial, but it's been okay. It's been okay. 3 out of 5, not too bad. I'm still rating Raw for 3, says Andy. I love that. And True says Ashley up next. Man, are we getting a Bobby Lashley matchup next? I'm not a big fan of that because we're like 30 minutes left for Raw to go off the air. And I feel like they should use the 30 minutes for the main event, which they have been hyping all night long. Literally announced the main event when the show started. That was the first thing that they announced. That tonight we're going to get a big main event. It's going to be an opponent handpicked by Seth Rollins. So you would expect something great out of the main event. But if the main event only has like 10 minutes of airtime left, it's not going to be great. It's not going to be great. But any predictions, guys? Who is going to be facing Cody Rhodes tonight? Is there going to be a debuting star? Is it going to be a returning star? Or is it somebody who's regular on the roster? Let me know who's it going to be. Who do you think it's going to be? I would rather have Stephanie McMahon to run SmackDown than this cringiest wedding. Furthermore, Eric Bischoff is the best. I agree, Tony. I mean, I'll tell you, I was a big fan of the Authority running the show. I was a big fan of that. Triple H, Stephanie, hey, even Kane, Big Show, Vince McMahon, that whole faction. I loved the Authority. I think that they've really brought a lot of eyes to the product. They made it very, very thoroughly interesting. Come on, Byron, stop right there. But yeah, stop looking at me. But yeah, I think they made it very interesting. I love the Authority, and I would do anything to bring them back. They were great. They really made Seth Rollins what he is right now. They made him the architect. They made him the tools to allow him to be the architect, right? So I love the Authority. I love Stephanie, and I would love for them to be back and running the shows once again. And sorry, Kushida, that's right. I like Mansoor, but I maybe expected him to get released. Mansoor is an interesting guy. He shows up whenever Saudi Arabia WWE is there. But interestingly, this event, the Elimination Chamber event, I don't think we got a Mansoor match. So maybe even Saudi Arabia is over Mansoor right now. But we didn't see him there. Is he gonna get released? Is the only Saudi Arabian wrestler in the company gonna get released? Maybe not. Maybe not until the whole Saudi Arabian deal is over. But are we gonna see him appear on the next Saudi Arabian show? We'll see. Once again, guys, Braun Strowman. I don't know if a lot of people talk about it, they pay attention to it, but Braun Strowman has left the company with the WWE Saudi Arabian Championship. So if WWE realizes that, or realizes that he's gone with the belt, they better have another title match with that belt on the line in Saudi Arabia, and better give that belt to like Mansoor. I think he'd take pride in being the Saudi Arabian champion and would do something special with it, other than Braun Strowman being the champion and not being with the company anymore. I think Mansoor should be the Saudi Arabian champion. I think so. But let's see what happens. And right now we're back. We're back to Monday Night Raw. Let's see what's going to be happening here. They're talking about Make-A-Wish right now because it's World Wish Day this month. So they're asking everybody to go on and to donate. That's nice. And we're back with Bobby Lashley backstage.
With me right now is the almighty Bobby Lashley. Bobby, before we get your thoughts on the prospect that you might have to deal with Omos as well as MVP, we've received a message from MVP that he has to be shown. Let's take a look.
Bobby Lashley,
You are about to realize exactly how big of a mistake you've made. Trying to hog all the glory and spotlight to yourself. Hiding in a WrestleMania solo without MVP. I'm sorry, that's the past. I've moved on to bigger things, meaner things, stronger things.
That's right, Tony. That's true. You know, according to their internal list, Bobby Lashley is the #1 babyface on Raw. It's true. That is what the internal list in the WWE says. That Bobby Lashley is the #1 babyface on Raw, followed by Cody Rhodes, who right now is the #2 babyface on Monday Night Raw. And this whole thing with Lashley and Omos, I'm actually very happy about it, because I've said it for the longest time that Omos is a big guy, great guy, but he needs a mouthpiece. And I think that MVP is that mouthpiece. He's got to do wonders for Omos. Hopefully this whole team lasts and does great for him. And you know, Lashley has a lot of love for MVP himself. When I did the interview with Lashley, somebody asked him, would you like for Paul Heyman to replace, you know, MVP as your manager in the future? Would you like to be a Paul Heyman guy? To which Lashley said that you know what, MVP does a good job, and me and MVP are like brothers. I trust him, he trusts me. So Lashley has got a lot of respect for MVP. Yep, for sure. And maybe we will see Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens for sure. It's likely. Actually, Kevin Owens has not been in action tonight, so we could be seeing that, Bobby. That's a good one. Display of strength, we've seen this already. That's right, true. We've seen this. It's tonight's show has been a repetition of stuff that we've seen before, and it's been predictable. That's true. I think that has to take some points away from tonight's show. Yeah. And Tony says, main event time with American Nightmare. Let's get it. Let's get right into it. Let's see who the mystery opponent is going to be. Once again, guys, this is your last chance. Get your predictions in. Let me know who the mystery opponent could be. Who is it going to be? Is it going to be a returning star? Is it going to be a debuting star? Is it going to be somebody else? Let me know who your prediction is. This is the last time that you get your predictions in right now, because as we can see here, Cody Rhodes is coming out. And what a long, man. They literally milk out his entrance with the whole smoke, with the whole pyro and whatnot. They really milk out his entrance, don't they? I gotta love that. Breaking news, Jacket Time is over. Kushida was released. That's right. Jacket Time is officially over. Thanks for that, Jason. It's surprising, right? NXT is getting some cuts. Of course, MSK got cut, and now, of course, we are seeing with Kushida. Let's see what's next. What's happened next year? Maybe some more releases from NXT. I mean, NXT, I think, has a solid roster, honestly. I enjoy NXT as a product. I enjoy all the wrestlers on there, except for Wendy Chu, who's apparently Triple H is very big on, so she's not going to get cut ever. But I enjoy the product as a whole. I like everybody on NXT, so hopefully nobody else goes from NXT. But let's see what happens. Is AJ Styles? All right, Ricky says it is AJ Styles. Okay, we'll see. See what happens here. AJ Styles is a good one for sure. Who's going to be coming out? Come on. Cody Rhodes and his pyros, I'll tell you. But once again, Ricky, it cannot be AJ Styles, because AJ Styles got brutally assaulted and attacked backstage at the hands of Edge and his partner Damian Priest. So this cannot be AJ Styles. That's the thing. And Chris says it's KO is likely. We'll see. Drew says Cody versus Ronda. I would love that. Cody versus Ronda Rousey. Give me that. Would love it for sure. I would love for WWE to do, you know, intergender wrestling again. I mean, come on, all the wrestling promotions out there are doing it except for AEW and WWE, and I believe that when WWE starts doing it, AEW too will start doing it. But if you look at Impact Wrestling and how beautifully they do it, the concern is with independent wrestling is that it promotes violence against women. But if you look at the way Impact Wrestling does it, they promote it as women empowerment, and they promote it as gender equality, which really it is. Because Impact Wrestling women can go out there and they can knock the men out. It's true. And they do it so wonderfully. So I would love for WWE to also do, you know, some intergender. Ronda Rousey versus, Cody Rhodes. I'd like that kind of match. Why not? Would be great. Can you imagine the possibilities? They'd be great for sure. And Tony says, when is Mike Rome gonna continue impersonating Justin Roberts? That's right. That's right, yeah. But, you know, I've heard a lot of people talk about this. And surprisingly, I've heard that Mike Rome does it better. A lot of people think Mike Rome, you know, announces Cody Rhodes better than Justin Roberts did. So I've been hearing that too. Cody Rhodes versus Byron Saxton. That's right. I'm so glad that Byron Saxton is away and off this frame right now, because I was so done with Byron. He's taking a little break right now. It's all me right now. It's all me and only me. And I'll tell you what, guys, tonight's Raw watch along especially has been so much fun, because being here ringside with all these fans is just a whole different game, right? I mean, these fans are great. You know how energetic and how lively they are. You know how much fun we're having here tonight. It's been great. I've had a lot of fun, and I hope that you enjoyed the watch along too. Look at these fans here. They're loud, and they're making their presence felt here tonight. So good. So good. So I hope that you guys also enjoyed the watch along. I had a lot of fun doing it. What a great watch along. What a great night we had here. Even though the show was 50-50, we had a lot of fun here together, like we always do. And Chris says, do you think it's Nick? Oh my gosh, Nick Gage. Can you imagine? Nick Gage coming to the WWE is a very unlikely scenario. This guy goes crazy. And if you guys don't know Nick Gage, watch the next GCW, watch along with us. I mean, Nick Gage goes crazy. The last time I saw him wrestle, he borrowed a prosthetic leg from one of the fans in attendance and started beating the crap out of his opponent with that prosthetic leg. That is how crazy Nick Gage is. So for him to join WWE, it's a very, very unlikely scenario for sure. AEW would do intergender matches before WWE. Let's see if that happens. But from what I've heard so far with Tony Khan and what he's doing, the way he's going down right now, it's got to be a very WWE route from what I've heard. And he's got to be putting his business and his money over anything else. So far, the whole idea, or what the feeling is, that he was running the promotion as a fan, and he was running it to out of his own passion, listening to a lot of people who were on board and the wrestlers and the Cody Rhodes and whatnot. But now he's going to be running the promotion as a businessman, because Tony Khan's father is not happy with the figures, is what I've heard. So he's going to be running the promotion as a businessman from now. That's what I've heard. We'll see what happens, though. I'm guessing it's Kevin Owens, the child. It actually makes sense. Kevin Owens being on board and wrestling this match makes sense, but we'll see. It could be Omos. It could be Kevin Owens. It could be another big guy. This has been a long and an elaborate commercial, by the way. Such a long commercial. Everybody gets guessing in. That's right. Anthony, thank you for the applause. Really appreciate that. Mission Pro Wrestling does intergender match. Alley Cat, by the way, does lots of good intergender. We saw Alley Cat, and her partner go after the Briscoe brothers. That's right, the Briscoe brothers on a GCW event not too long ago, where Alley Cat and her partner actually won. Effie and Alley Cat, they won, together known as Buffy, and they are now the GCW Tag Team Champions. They defeated the Briscoe brothers for the Tag Team Championship. And look at that. Doesn't this sound very familiar? Bobby Lashley is going to be going against Omos in an arm wrestling challenge match next week on Raw. And the last arm wrestling I remember, I know that we've had a few since then too, but the one that I very, very well remember right now, this is getting on top of my head, is the Great Khali and Triple H arm wrestling on SmackDown. So we're going to be getting some arm wrestling next week, along with Bianca Belair and Sonya Deville title match. I love how we're getting these title matches now on Raw, except for waiting for them, all the way for the pay-per-view. They are giving us title matches on Raw. I really like that. I appreciate that. Cody versus Fugo. I love that. True. Let's make that happen, brother. Let's make that happen. I would love that. Imagine Fugo coming over to WWE. What a push would that be? I mean, he bought a car when he was in AEW. He's got to buy a whole private jet now when he comes over here. Mission Pro Wrestling, it doesn't. That's right, brother. The watch along, as always, priceless. Thank you, Andy. You are the best. Thank you. You guys all are the best. Thank you so much for the love, everybody here. It's been a pleasure and an honor to call the action with you and interact with you. Thank you so much. And look who's coming out here, Seth Rollins. Let's see what happens here. Okay.
To show the world that you're not as good as you think you are.
Who is it, Seth? Just tell us. Who is it?
So let's not wait anymore.
That's right.
Allow me to introduce to you your surprise opponent for the evening.
Who is it?
He is a man of valor. He is a man.
Oh, it's KO? I see. Oh, dear.
He is a former.
All right. Should have seen this coming from miles away. Obviously, he's a friend of Seth Rollins. We saw it before all this Cody Rhodes thing happened. KO and Seth Rollins were getting along quite well, so it's not too surprising that it's KO. And I'm so glad because, you know, we got the dark match between KO and Cody Rhodes, which a lot of people complained that why didn't that match happen on TV? So we're finally getting this match on TV. That's right, Tony. I love that, brother. He says it's a dark rematch. That's right. This is going to be an easy one for both KO and Cody because they know how they work in the ring. So it's going to be no biggie for them. I'm pretty sure they're glad it's KO. Look at that. And KO and Seth Rollins hug it out. And for Kevin Owens, a guy who says that he hates liars. I mean, Seth Rollins is a pretty big liar himself. I don't know how Kevin Owens doesn't see through his lies because Kevin Owens, we know he hates liars. How does he not hate Seth Rollins? Just goes over my head. And that's right, Tony, Renegade, Chris, everybody, true. It is Kevin Owens. That's right, my prediction was right. That's right, Bobby. Once again, the prediction, Andy, you better be careful because Bobby's prediction is on fire. And he could be going after your predictions title very soon. There you go, the child, you were right. You said it too. It is KO. Which Cody wrestled him already. That's right, he did on a dark match. And the reason why a lot of people said it's all come full circle is because Kevin Owens was the guy who Cody Rhodes, when he was Stardust back like 6 years ago, Kevin Owens advised him, go back to the indies, you know, make a round of the indies, and then come back when you feel like you're ready for here, right? Come back when you feel like you're ready, and you've made a name for yourself. So that's what Cody did. He left the company, the WWE. He went to the indies. He took a round in the indies. He helped establish AEW, and he comes back a star bigger than ever. So it's all come full circle between Cody and Kevin. It's come full circle for sure. It should have been Fugo for sure. Yeah, true, for sure. Yeah, and the child, they had a dark match already. That's true. And you know what? We're just gonna pretend like that didn't happen. Once again, is it just me? Or the lighting on the show tonight is really off? Like, there is very less red. It's a lot of white light that I'm seeing here. It's very bright. For a Raw show, it's very, very bright. Is it only me who feels this way, or do you guys feel so too? Let me know, but this feels very bright for a Raw show. Yep, that should have been Fugo. I believe that. Yes, right. That's right, the child. You predicted correctly. And if you can keep your predictions up, at WrestleMania Backlash, you could be the new predictions champion. You could be defeating Andy for it. And you could be winning some Wrestling goodies or some prizes. So get your predictions up and keep them up. There we go. Chris says, I picked Cody. Yeah. Alright, guys. Speaking of predictions, let us know who do you think is going to win this match. Cody, Kevin, interference, disqualification. How do you think is going to go down? But I got to go with Cody as well, Chris. There's no reason. There's no way. Come on, don't stop looking at me. Thank you for that. There is no reason for Cody Rhodes to lose his momentum and put his momentum to a stop here. He's got to win. He's got to win. They didn't shake hands like that's right because they got to keep kayfabe alive right here. That is why they didn't shake hands, because the dark match on the house shows, they can go crazy. They can interact with the fans. They can have some fun. You know, they can break kayfabe. But in these matches on TV, kayfabe is kept alive. I'm so glad that it is. And commercials, that's right. Commercials, I believe. Let's look at the time right now. What time is it? Yeah, I think this is probably the last commercial. Hopefully, the last commercial. AJ, I could see maybe Athena or Mia Yim or Tegan Nox show up at Impact Wrestling. That's right, under siege on May 7th to accept Deanna Perez's Champ Challenge. I am trying to think about this right now. Actually, Athena would make a lot of sense. Mia Yim, maybe, but Athena and Tegan Nox, I think would make a lot of sense for sure. Bobby, I agree. Cody or interference? I love that. True says Cody. I think it's got to be Cody as well. Interference? Elias? Ezekiel? Maybe. But definitely Cody, he's got to win. He's got to win for sure. Alright, with that being said, I'm getting a Snoop Dogg commercial right here. Who doesn't love Snoop Dogg? Everybody does, right? Everybody does. Look at that. Good for him. Wow. It's been a very commercial, full Raw for sure. AJ, you should interview Jey Spade. Alright, thanks for that, brother. I'm going to be writing that down, and we'll definitely try reaching out to Jey Spade. Thanks for that. I'm going to write this down real quick so that I do not forget about it. Jey Spade is going to be down. Thank you for that. Yep. Thanks. Alright, speaking of Jey Spade, we are still on commercial, guys. Pay-per-view, no long commercial. Oh yeah, pay-per-views, no commercials at all. Who's Snoop Dogg? The Snoop Dogg Double G, brother. Look it up. Alright, so still on commercial, some Domino's Pizza, $5.99, $6.99. Pizza, that's a good deal. By the way, guys, are you a Domino's fan? Are you a Pizza Hut guy? Are you a Papa John's guy? What kind of a pizza guy are you? Let me know. By the way, for me, I'm all Papa John's. I mean, Papa John's, you get that pizza, I think it tops both Domino's and Pizza Hut in quality. So good. Well, wow, my mouth's melting right now as I talk about it. Let me know. Are you a Domino's guy, a Papa John's guy, or Pizza Hut guy? Let me know. And yeah, still on commercial, still going strong. And another look at the new NXT Tag Team Champions. The WWE seems really high on these guys. I know that you guys are also a fan of them. These are your new Tag Team Champions all the way from NXT UK, and we're going to be seeing them appear tomorrow night for the first time ever as your new NXT Champions. So we'll see how that goes down. But now we're back from commercial, and as we can see right here, Kevin Owens seems to be dominating this match, has Cody Rhodes in a headlock. Cody Rhodes trying to fight back. He does with a big elbow to the face of Kevin. Kevin pushes him to the ropes. Oh, tosses him over the top rope right there. Cody Rhodes gets back in. And with a big closer right there. Big drop kick. Kevin Owens seems dazed. Cody Rhodes trying to get him off his feet. Irish Whip into the corner. Kevin Owens with the reversal right there. And Cody Rhodes. Oh, whoa. Wow. Kevin Owens just jumps on Cody's back. Squashes him just like that. Going for the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out from Cody Rhodes just like that. Gotta love that. And what else do we have here? Pizza Hut and Domino's. Guys, my mouth's melting right now. Look at that. And the child says I don't like pizza. That's okay. But Andy, my mouth is watering. I tell you that. I love Papa John's. It's so good. That's right, Ricky. I'm a Papa John's guy too. I'm looking forward to love that. Looking forward to watching Daniel Gamel wrestle against Rachel Chanel tomorrow on AEW Dark. I like both of them. Yeah, you know that. I'm a big fan of Daniel as well, brother. I look forward to that as well. Tomorrow's NW Watch Along. It's gotta be good. Looking forward to that. Thank you so much. Yes, that's right, Andy. We're gonna be here tomorrow for NWA as well as for NXT. I'll see you tomorrow, brother. You have a good night. You're awesome, Andy. Take care. And I like Pretty Deadly. Also pretty good. Yeah, for sure. And look at that. Kevin Owens is loving this with his hands into the mouth of Cody Rhodes. And Cody Rhodes trying to fight back, grabs the hand of Kevin Owens, trying to push him away and trying to overpower him. Kevin Owens realizes what Cody was trying to do there, and he just pushes him with a big elbow to the face. And Cody Rhodes is in trouble once again. Look at that. Look at the way this is going down here. This is interesting. And Kevin Owens is going after Cody. Cody looks super duper dazed, trying to get up. Kevin Owens is just having fun here. Wow. This is what All Elite is all about, because right now he doesn't look all elite. He looks all broken and all in pain. Cody Rhodes is in trouble. And Kevin Owens grabs the nose of Cody Rhodes, pulling it back. Cody Rhodes trying to fight back, but it's hard. Kevin Owens is trying to stay in control with a big punch to the face of Cody. Cody is having a hard time here against Kevin Owens. Pizza Hut, too greasy. Papa John's is just bland. Domino's is my pick. There you go, Renegade. I love that. You know what? The discussion for pizza right now is more interesting than wrestling. That speaks volumes about tonight's show, tonight's Raw. I love it though. It's great. Asia, I'm looking forward to watching May Valentine and Rebel Sky and other people tomorrow in NW Power. That's right, Bobby. And you know what I'm looking forward to? I'm looking forward to watching you and Andy and Renegade and Lance and True and Bobby and Chris and everybody here tomorrow, and the child here tomorrow for the NW and NXT and everybody else on this watch along. Looking forward to watching all of you guys, and I hope you all had fun. If you did, you know, I already am feeling the love. What can I say? I'm feeling the lot of love. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for all the love. Really appreciate all of you. And Cody Rhodes gets Kevin Owens up and smashes him down hard on the mat. Kevin Owens. Now, the tables have turned around. Kevin Owens looks dazed. Cody's got to go for the crossroads. Kevin Owens with the reversal right there is going to go for the big DDT, and he does it and goes for the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out. And a kick out from Cody Rhodes just like that. Look at that, guys. This is interesting. Okay. Look at pizza. That's right, true. Especially if in New York area, I'll tell you what. New York has the best local pizza. Really, the best. The biggest slices that you'll see. Really cool. Also, in New York, I don't know if you have it in where you are, brother, but artichoke pizza, also pretty good. I feel like artichoke's good, but still not as good as you know, the other pizzas. But artichoke, if you love your cheese, you're gonna love it. I've been to artichoke. I feel like the crust is a bit overrated, but the cheese on point. But local pizza, nothing beats that. This is a great watch along. Thank you for that, Chris. I hope that you're loving the pizza talk. And as you can see, Kevin Owens with a big clothesline to Cody Rhodes, and both of them go over the commentator's desk, and I'm safe though. That desk, not this one, so I'm safe. And out comes Seth Rollins, just like Dale says it right there. Thank you for that, Dale. Seth Rollins is out, and he's not loving the fact that Cody Rhodes has this match under control. AJ breaking news: Santos Escobar versus Carmelo Hayes tomorrow. I love that. Yeah, another reason to tune into NXT tomorrow, brother. Are you kidding me? The show is supposed to go off air in 7 minutes. And in the 7 minutes also they managed to squeeze in another commercial. I thought they were better than that. I thought, 7 minutes in, it's almost commercial time. I mean, it's almost time to go off the air. There's no reason that they would actually go to commercial now, but they do. They surprised me, and there you go, the fans. The fans are loud. They're making it known that they're not happy that they really went to commercial when you have less than 10 minutes on the show. Come on. This wasn't needed. The commercial wasn't needed, and the fans, look at them booing so loud. That's right. Nobody wanted commercials right now. Are you kidding me? Yeah, nobody wanted them. I'm betting on Escobar. I love that, Tony. That's right. Tomorrow is going to be a good match. Escobar, Carmelo, it's going to be good. I got to go with Escobar, too. He's my guy. Agree, true. Have a great pizza parlor. Need a big great pizza. There you go. I love that. AJ, I was thinking maybe Chris Statlander could be one to beat Jared Cargill. Could be. But I think Jade Cargill is not going to get beat now because, they're trying to push her as the Charlotte Flair of AEW, so they're going to keep her undefeated. The Goldberg, the Charlotte Flair of AEW right now is Jade Cargill, and I feel she's going to be undefeated for a long time, brother. For a long time. And burn it down. That's right, Renegade. It was time to burn it down, and just like that, we go to commercial. That's right, the child. Another commercial, another one, and we're still in commercial. And as you can see, the fans are not happy. They are making it known. The loud boos, the deafening boos, still going on. Terrible. And that's what happens. That's exactly what happens when you go to commercial. But I hope that you guys are enjoying the watch along. I tried to make it as creative with the whole camera cuts and whatnot, and with the boos and the sound effects, trying to make it more interactive and make it more than a watch along, make it an experience. And as I could, so I hope you're enjoying it. If you have any advice, any suggestions for future watch alongs, I'm all ears. And you know this for a fact that I'm always trying to be better. Always trying to do better. We already have a wonderful studio, but I thought, let's take it up a notch. Let's do something that nobody's ever done before. Let's be ringside for a watch along, and I hope you enjoyed this. And if you have any advice, anything, let me know. All right, you guys are the best. And Bobby says, AJ, you should check out Rachel Ross versus Blair Onyx. Okay, brother, I definitely will, for sure. Thank you for that. And Renegade says, burn the commercials down. That's right, that is exactly what needs to be done, Renegade, for sure. Alright, still on commercial, by the way, still on commercial. We now have 5 minutes left before Raw is supposed to go off the air, which means this commercial break has been about 2 minutes long already. It's terrible. Okay, so when we come back, we're going to get a very quick finish, and with that being said, Raw is going to go off the air. Look at that. Look at that. Would you look at that? Alright. Hopefully, Raw comes back soon, but until then, we are still on commercial here. Alright. Alright, it seems like we're back. We're back. Thank God. Alright, we're back. And now we can see Cody Rhodes is going for a superplex on the top turnbuckle. Kevin Owens obviously trying to resist here. Goes for the big punch to the gut of Cody, to the ribs of Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes trying to fight back. Goes with a big punch to the head of Kevin. And Kevin with a big elbow to the jaw of Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes looks dazed. Once again, goes off to the head of Kevin Owens himself, trying to get him dizzy. Kevin Owens with a big headbutt to Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes goes falling down, crashing down to the mat. Kevin Owens with the frog splash, going for the cover right there. And a kick out from Cody, as you'd expect. And Seth Rollins got a little too excited right there. Thought it was going to be over. Kevin Owens going to go for another big, wow, look at that swanton bomb off the top turnbuckle, going for the cover. And as you'd expect, Cody Rhodes kicks out one more time. And Bobby says, AJ, which indie wrestler would you like to see against Deonna Purrazzo? Man, there's so many out there, but just like I said, I would love to see Mariah May. I'd love to see, Sarah Logan would be great. Amber Noah would be great. Why not Kelsey Heather? I would love those against Deonna for sure. And then, as you can tell, we already also do watch-alongs for Impact Wrestling and independent shows too. So be sure to be there, guys. I mean, let's watch all wrestling together. If you haven't already, let's start watching all these wrestling shows together. And look at that, a roll-up pin from Cody onto Kevin, and Kevin with a kick out. And Kevin Owens with a kick to the gut. Wow, that was a badly executed kick. That looked totally like, oh, whoa. All right, Cody Rhodes rolls Kevin Owens up with a big boot to the face of Owens, and Owens returns the favor. Another bigger boot to the face of Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes with a crazy clothesline to Kevin, and Kevin goes down, and so does Cody. And look at the time right here. We have 2 minutes before the show goes off the air, so not a lot of time here left for the show to go off the air. So let's see how this goes down. But right now, as we see here, this is still going on, still going strong. Cody Rhodes in the corner, running to Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens gets him down, slams him down hard with a big powerbomb, going for the cover, and Cody Rhodes kicks out at a 2 once again. And Seth Rollins is nervous as he's standing right there. He says 2, it was a 3, it was a 3. But the commentators, and I can do nothing about it. Kevin has said, I can do nothing about it. Yeah, nothing. All right, let's see. Cody Rhodes is down. Kevin Owens back in the ring. Let's see. We are in the final, the final minute of the match now, the final minute of the show. So this has to wrap up real quick. Let's see how this goes, because Kevin Owens is climbing the top turnbuckle right now, as we see here. Yep. Seth Rollins also takes off his jacket, ready to get involved, I believe. Kevin Owens looking to fly, and Cody Rhodes with a big slap to the face. Oh, Bobby, I would love that too. Weeva would be great. And again, a big slap to the face from Cody to Kevin Owens, going for the superplex of the top turnbuckle. Is he going to be able to do that? He's landing those big punches on the back of Kevin Owens. Gets him in position. That's right. And Kevin Owens trying to fight back. He's trying to fight back with a big elbow strike to the head of Cody Rhodes, as we see here. Cody Rhodes also trying to fight back. Kevin Owens is dazed, and so is Cody Rhodes. Are they going to be able to do it? He's looking for the big superplex. Yeah, he's got to be able to do it. Oh my gosh, Kevin Owens turns it around and slams him down hard from the top turnbuckle down to the mat. And this has to be it. Cody Rhodes has got to give up now. It's just got to be a rope break. Rope break. Yeah, there's got to be a rope break. There was too near the ropes right there. And Cody Rhodes causes a rope break right there. That could have been it. That could have been it. And the show is going slightly over time, if you may. The show is surely going slightly over time here. Look at that. Yep. Kevin Owens can't believe it. He can't believe that the match is not already over. Cody Rhodes trying to get up, and I can see here Tony says 2 out of 0, so which means the match is over. Not for me. I'm taped late here. All right, let's see. Oh dear, Cody Rhodes gets Kevin Owens down. Is this gonna end up in a count out? Is that what's happening? A disqualification? What's going on here? So Kevin Owens is definitely down. He's not getting back in here. So Seth Rollins is gonna get involved. Is that what's happening? That's gotta happen. Cody wins by countout. Come on, Renegade. Come on, guys. Are you kidding me? This is the main event, and this is how the show closes. A count out, for God's sake. Oh my gosh. You know what? The show was better than last week, but the end of the show literally takes away a lot of points. I think the honeymoon phase for Cody Rhodes is over. And it's over quicker than I would have thought it's over, alright? Because, yeah, WrestleMania, he came back. That was a big movement. But the first week, the first show after he's back, he opens the show. The second Raw after he's back, he opens the show. The third Raw after he's back, he opens the show and he closes the show. And this is a disappointment. Really? Come on.
Disappointed to win that way.
That's right. Even the commentator right there are saying that. It's disappointing that he had to win that way. Come on. And Seth Rollins goes after Cody, and he throws him from the top turnbuckle to the ringside. Look at that. Look at that. And this is how we end the show. All right, you know what? Maybe throwing him off the turnbuckle was a nice movement, but still, it doesn't change anything. It doesn't change the fact that the main event of the night ended via a countout. And I can look at the ratings coming in right now. Gary gives it a 3 out of 10 for the show and 10 out of 10 for the watch along. Thank you so much, Gary. Really appreciate it, brother. Ricky says 6 out of 0. Great prediction rating. Good score, brother. Cody is injured. His leg buckled. Well, Jason, I hope he's okay. I hope it's not too bad. Let's see. We'll find out. 3.5 out of 5 stars from Tony. Look at that. All right, decent. 4 out of 10 for Raw. Look at that. All right, Dale. I see that. 5.5. Breaking news. Cody's injured his leg buckled when he landed. That's crazy. I hope it's not too bad. We'll find that out, though. We'll find out eventually. But if he gets injured now, that's going to be too bad for the WWE putting in so much money into him and he gets out of action. Hopefully that doesn't happen, though. We'll find out. And, yep, hopefully not. And Renegade said that he's seen that too, but hopefully doesn't end up too bad. If it does, there have to be repercussions for Seth Rollins. We'll see, though. Let's see that, Bobby. All right, showing a match for Strong Style Evolved on Fight TV. All right, we'll see if we can do a watch along for that as well, Bobby. Thanks for that. And KO quits. Yep, that's right. 4 out of 10, 6 out of 10. So I guess the average rating for tonight's show was a 5 out of 10. We got some 5.5, some 4, some 6, some 7s. So the average rating has got to be a 5 out of 10. So it's been an average Raw. And you know, I don't look too mad here because I would say that last night's Raw was terrible. This one definitely was an upgrade, but not the best. Once again, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed the show, and I hope that you enjoyed the watch along, because I had a lot of fun doing this watch along with you. It was a pleasure and an honor, and I can't wait to do it once again with you, as we always do, for NXT and NWA tomorrow. I'm going to be seeing all of you tomorrow. See you, Tony. All right, the child also with a 6 out of 10 score. Love it. I give it a 2. I took a lot away for the weddings. Yeah, that's right. The Ezekiel segment was weird. I would say it was weird. It did nothing. It was weird. The match was weirder between Ezekiel and Chad Gable. And the Sonya Deville, also, I agree. I agree, Chris. For me, my rating for tonight for the show has got to be a 4. But for the watch along, I would say for you guys, because of you guys, because of how entertaining you make the watch alongs for me, I gotta give it a 10. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Ricky. Thank you, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the new Raw team here, the fact that I was here live and ringside for the Raw watch along. I hope you enjoyed the new setup, and we're gonna be here. Let's see if Vince invites me back for NXT or for SmackDown, but I'm gonna be here irrespective of that. Let it be in the studio or ringside. I'm gonna be here every single week. So thank you guys so much. Bobby says 10 out of 10 for the Dana Brooke. That's right. Only if that whole thing was LGBTQ, I would have loved that. I would give it a 10, but it was not. So there we go. That's right. That's right. Thank you guys so much. The child, everybody, Ricky, Chris, Lance, Renegade, Dale, everybody, True, Gary, my brothers, all of you. So good. Thank you so much for all the love. Andy, Bobby, you guys are the best. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Tony. All of you have a good night. Sleep well. Take care. And I'm going to be seeing you all tomorrow for NXT and for NWA. You all take care and get some sleep. Get some rest. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.